Welcome, friends. Okay. How loud is that? My dog's chewing on a bone in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud. That's what we're missing. I was sitting here, I'm like, I'm missing something. Ooh, turn that down. Okay. There we go. Got our music going. Yo, Zeno, good to see ya. Ooh, that's a little loud. Hold on. Let's get the music a little quieter. There we go. Sweet. Welcome. Got a little bit of Conquest to do, a little bit of remodding. Hey, JM, welcome. Okay, I want to check this and see if we can't remod a bit, because I'm doing some fun testing stuff, but I need to get more out of things. So, okay, get my last review done. Middle G. Hey, bye, Irishman. Are you ready for yours as well? Hey, Tara, how you doing? Let's take a look at our wonderful Discord. Okay, and there's Bye, Irishman. Okay, sweet. And then I got like 6 pages open. Give me a sec, guys. Oh, I need to make sure I don't accidentally click on that, because that might play stuff that would be copyrighted, and I would be sad. Okay, we're gonna take a hot second and just check this real quick. You ready for yours, Middle G? Okay. You bought some packs. Sick, dude. Okay, we're just kind of going through things real quick. Give me a sec. There you are. Okay. Sweet. So we will get to roster reviews here just for a second, because we want to do some prioritization real quick. So I will come back to this Jedi Knight Anakin in a second. Hold on, I need to open this up just so that way I can keep track of things. Okay, and then sorry, I'm just filtering and just making sure that I have my list of who's what tier, just so that way I can make sure we have our live ones ready for the future. So Derek, Skodal, and Zarkson are our last two. Sweet. Okay. Hey, Zarkson, welcome. Good to see you. Okay. Let me throw into the Discord for the roster review section. Start. So anything after that message we'll have on the list to do today. Okay. So we got a live roster review from one of our damn awesome members for their roster. So we're gonna go through with them and answer the questions and kind of talk to them about it, that kind of thing. So he is waiting. He is also one of our moderators for our Discord. I believe he's also in my guild. I don't remember if he's just in my guild or in the same server as my guild, but either one. Let us get this ready. Okay, it's going to take me a second, Irishman, to basically, make sure the sound is good. So we're going to chat, and I'm going to fiddle with the sound, but I'm pulling you in now. Okay. Go ahead and talk whenever you're ready. I'll keep an eye on my bars. See if we can't make sure things are good. You there?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yep. Sweet. Okay. It doesn't look like you're too loud on my end, so we should be good.
Cool.
Okay, and you got your ally code ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, it's 628 276 647.
Kimmy baby, thank you for the sub. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's take a look. Irishman. Yep, in my guild. Okay. So, what's your current farm, past farm, and what's your favorite team?
Yeah, so I started off so let me preface this with my account's only 9 months old.
So you don't spend any money, obviously.
No, not at all. In March I will hit 1 year. So
yeah,
my first VL was JML. I did Executor before that. Obviously, light speed bundles for Ray and Kylo. And then after that, I went for Afra for the guild for TBs. Then after that, did Grand Inquisitor. Just wrapped up Profundity in December, and now I'm 2 relics off of getting Leia. So that's my current project.
Heck yeah! And what's your favorite team?
It's kind of a shame because I don't actually have them. So my favorite would be clones.
Okay, just in general, it's just kind of like you're a little PP on the side as you love clones.
Yeah, they're not built. Unfortunately, I keep wanting to, but the other stuff's taking priority. As far as stuff that I actually have,
yeah,
probably Darth Revan, Sith Empire.
Darth Revan, Sith Empire, fair enough. I mean, Darth Revan is one of my favorite characters in general, and the Sith Empire is such an awesome faction in this game. So let's take a look at your mods. Solid, over the 300 speed threshold that I like to see for Darth Revan. Okay.
Yeah, mods has been the one place where it's you can really tell that it's only a 9-month-old account because
yeah,
I haven't had the time to build up as many as I would have liked.
Yeah, as much as you want to pay for them, mods are something you really can't pay for. There's not really a way you can. So
yeah,
let's check your overall speeds in general. I like seeing Mara Jade there up the top. 335. She's over that 330 threshold. Very nice. Looks like you have a solid amount of high-speed characters, and you know which characters that you're trying to, put speed on. I would like to see a little bit faster of a Piet. Although, are your Imperial Troopers done?
So I use him and then some Gear 12s. I just got Scout Trooper done today, so...
Highly suggest throwing a Relic 5 on Dark Trooper.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I think I'm gonna go after Leia, is take some time to get some of the Imperial Troopers in general, both the Iden team and like the Veers Troopers up.
Fair, especially, I mean, it looks like you have a pretty solid focus on helping out the guild. For the Endor raid, it is insane how much Iden Versio does.
Yeah.
Like, I run, I think, a Relic 3 Iden Versio with a Relic 3 C3PO, and I end up with like 700,000 average.
Yeah, my main two are, Han and Piet, and then Jedi Knight Luke 3PO, and that gets me about 3 mil. And then I get another like 1.5 off of all my random stuff, so I'd like to bring that up.
I'm so glad that they're really friendly with what most people have done in the game with this raid. Other raids in the past, not so much, but this raid has been great. Okay, so you have a 7-star Drogon. Oof. That hurts my soul a bit. I know that you had like the, C3PO and all that stuff, but seeing a Zori with no Zetas, and then no Finn Zeta, dude, that's what makes that team.
The Lightspeed bundle for Ray was more of like a let me get it, and then I didn't really take advantage of it.
Fair.
Especially going straight into like Afra and Grand Inquisitor. Like they got their Zetas well before Resistance did, and I just keep pushing Resistance off.
Mm.
I I think I might squeeze in the Zori and Fen Zetas before doing some of the Leia ones, just so I
Honestly,
can finally have them done.
yeah, but honestly, like if you're really squeezed for Zetas, you can not even bother with Zori's, and you can just drop Fins on his because that's where all your turn meter train comes from. And at that point, you can just have another team right there that you just throw on defense and just have people
Okay.
run into. So even if you don't put the Zetas on Zori immediately, at least drop the Finn Zeta, and that'll give you another defensive or offensive team. Hey, Dope Man, good to see you.
I have enough for one Zeta right now, so I had saved it up in case something came of this that I think I should do. So if nothing else, I'll do the Fen Zeta.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Rex at Relic 7, and so that's another one that you could definitely just drop the Zeta right now. I don't know if you have an Omicron as well, but
Yep.
something that you could drop immediately and get some solid work in with your Phoenix for this next Grand Arena.
Well, that's true. Grand Arena starts tomorrow.
Yeah, so
Lock in.
the lock-in is right now, so, make everyone that's in the chat, make sure you locked into Grand Arena.
Yeah, I might do. If you had to pick between Captain Rex or Finn.
Between Captain Rex and Finn, honestly, probably Finn. Not because the Rex Zeta is bad, but because, let's see if I can find him among your people. At this point, he already has the assisting, and so like that's already kind of a solid start for him, so you can still use him. Whereas without the Zeta on Finn, you can't really use that team. And so if you want to get another team out of it, or if you want to get another team more viable, is kind of your options here. So I would get the Finn Zeta because it gets you another team versus getting the Rex Zeta, which will just make your team more useful. So
Gotcha.
my suggestion out of those two would definitely be the Finn Zeta. So do you have any questions besides your next Zeta or anything? Just looking at your account, obviously you gotta keep working on mods. Let's take a look at your ships. But do you have any questions?
All right. So if this was your roster and you were about to finish Leia, and you obviously, I just finished Profundity, so I can't really go for like another big capital ship. So like Leviathan's out of the question, and I can't really work on like Chimera because I'd really like to get my Chimera fleet, but like I just don't have any prestige after doing Profundity, so I have to build that back up. What would you do next? I don't think going for a GL would be a good idea, seeing as how they take so many Zetas, and I'm about to just be broke eternally for Zetas.
Yeah, that is 100% fair. Like looking at your roster, you have a solid start in a lot of different ways. Because you have 3 GLs, you have 2 Galactic Legend ships. If you're gonna chase another GL, you're gonna have Leia for defense and Rey for defense. Then you'll have JML and SLKR for offense. So you're like stacked on GLs. If you want to go for another one, I would suggest Sith Eternal, just because you're already pretty dang close to Sith Eternal with just how your roster has turned out so far. But honestly, I would start focusing on kind of the core 8 teams kind of thing that AP Gains talks about, and just start building out some of your teams. So, maybe consider going for gas, because it is a PP for you. You love the clones, and so that'll allow you to not only enjoy your farm, but also it gets you 3 teams, because let's see, you're gonna get a Padme team done with Kenobi and all of them. You're gonna get the 5-0 first with Shock T first, and then switching it to gas eventually. And then on top of that, you're also going to get a General Grievous team started. And so that'll get you 3 teams without, doing much more than something you already enjoy. And so you've set up your roster that you can kind of go any direction. And so I'd say this is a perfect time to go for, a little PP. It's just, do something you enjoy. Because you've been chasing a lot of meta stuff, and you've been chasing stuff, so you can like fix some holes like Dark Trooper, obviously.
Yeah.
And like, let's see if you have. I was just looking at your Jedi. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so you could relic your Basilisk Sean for the SLKR counter. You could relic Jolie to put with JML. You could also relic. I don't actually see her in your roster. I might be blind. There she is. Barriss Offee to put with your JML. If you ever plan on putting on defense, I don't suggest it. But Barriss Offee can plug and play into so many different Jedi lineups, and you're already there. Also, because you have JML, you know, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis is an obvious one a lot of people will suggest.
Yep, that's something I was thinking about as well. I think I was really torn between like Jedi Knight Cal or like Gas.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't feel like going for Jedi Knight Cal gives me as much value as if I went for like Gas.
Yeah,
because it's just like a lifter for JML rather than like
it's
the whole team.
It's a lifter for JML, and it kind of requires that you relic up some other Jedi to throw with him. And so if you really like Cal Kestis as a character, or you really think you need the lifter, then like go for it. But we're getting to the end of Leia's reign of terror, so JML and SLKR are both going to become more viable here in the next month, with the Datacron set swapping out against Leia, and that's kind of the big reason why a lot of people are pushing Jedi Knight Cal Kestis so hard. And just the fact that you have another Malgus counter. But yeah, I would honestly say, looking at this account, you've kind of set yourself up that like you could go for anything, because you're at a solid point where you don't really need anything to fill in your roster. Besides, of course, you know, your ships. 100% I would suggest, you know, you said Iden Versio, 100% in Iden Versio, you already have this fleet like done. So you just need to finish it.
Yep.
You know, you're obviously you're working on the echelon. I can see that you're already at 6 stars, and so like finishing up some of these fleets, getting some of these off meta fleets done. But you know, on that same route, getting your Galactic Republic up for gas is going to give you another fleet right there. And so, yeah, I definitely think that, considering how much you like clones in general, I think going for gas is going to be not only just fits in your account, but it'll be great for both your will to live in the game and will to continue, and it'll be good for your roster in every way.
Okay. Yeah.
Specifically,
I like the sound of that.
yeah, right? Isn't it great when your PP just fits just perfectly?
You don't even want to know what my face looked like whenever I just finished Afra and Obi was like, "We're gonna do Grand Inquisitor next."
Oh, dude, yeah, I'm working on it slowly. I had to take a break for the Keller and Beck, that's for sure. But yeah, so yeah, I don't like the Inquisitors at all as a faction. But hey, we're getting it. Well, once we get it, then we don't have to do it again, right?
Yeah.
Is there any fun, useful, but unnecessary squads like Jawas, or just favorite things on his roster? Do you have it? Is it all just trimmed down stuff? It looks like you've kind of gone straight from farm to farm.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty specific.
Yeah.
I at a time I did, before Crate rotated out, I did think about investing in Jawas, but
yeah.
Once I realized that it wasn't gonna stick around for so long, I was like, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, eventually I'll pick up Jawas and relic them, just because I think it's hilarious to watch when you go up against a Geonosian team. Is it a pretty battle? No, but I think it's hilarious to watch. It's one of the most fun battles I've ever watched. But yeah, so gas I think will be great for your account. My suggestion for you, this is how I farmed gas. And you don't necessarily have to farm them this way. Like, honestly, you're already getting close on your ships and stuff, and so you could go straight for the characters. But the way that I did it, just to get me a usable team ASAP, is I actually relicked my 501st first, and then got myself Shock T relicked. And that just gave me, you know, a team to use while I'm working towards gas, and then the moment that I got gas, I could swap out Shock T. And it also ensures you don't sleep on, like, Arc Trooper like a lot of people do.
I like that idea.
Yeah. And so I went for Shock T into 501st and then finished the requirements for the first tier. Or I guess technically second tier because the first tier's the ships. And then also keep in mind you don't want to sleep on General Grievous. So I would actually relic General Grievous before you start working on your droids, because it gives you a solid defense or offense team that you can just throw to absolutely brutalize a team. Because it just takes one Zeta, his Metalloid monstrosity, and then you could throw him with Gear 1, Gear 7 droids, you know, whatever you happen to have on you, and he'll just keep whacking him with his AoE every time because they just keep killing off your low gear droids. And so it's a great thing to bleed banners from people on defense, and it's a great thing once you've finished leveling up your droids. I mean, that's a JML counter right there. That's a Sith Eternal counter right there. So there's some side farms in gas that you don't want to sleep on.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
But yeah. But overall, I'm liking the way your roster looks. Obviously, you know, mods are going to be a problem no matter where you are because, you know, you're only, you know, a little ways into the game. But your roster looks absolutely gorgeous. Mara, why are you being so needy? I love you. Nuhoi. Nuhoi. Ate. Girl. Sorry, my dog's being needy for some reason. I just took her out, though. But yeah, any other questions at all? But at this point, I don't think there's anything really else. The only thing I'm really seeing that you're missing is just a couple people like Dark Trooper. So.
No, I think I'm good.
Sweet. Yeah. Awesome, dude. I am. I love this account. This is literally no fat account, and it's also really guild friendly, which I love to see because a lot of people are not guild friendly. But
yeah, I mean, it helps out everybody to do it, so might as well.
And our guild is just really solid guys in general, and so I'm glad that, you know, I'm in this guild. It's freaking awesome. But yeah. Well, hopefully we'll see you again here at some point to check in, see how your roster is going. I'm really excited for you to get gas because honestly, it's one of my favorite teams to use. It's just so much fun, especially the Malgus counter with it. It's one of those clench your cheeks things, but it's also so much fun to watch happen. Free to play for sure. But yeah. Well, it was great having you, Irishman, and I will see you around. And thank you so much for being one of my mods, by the way. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. I'll see you around.
Okay. Okay, so we got a couple people in the Discord looking for roster reviews. Perfect, perfect. Let me catch up on chat really quick. Zeta. Middle G, why doesn't he go for Sith Eternal? I mean, it's a good question, although, I mean, chasing GL after GL is really rough on an account, especially when you're paying money. So, like, he could go for Sith Eternal 100%. He's pretty dang close. But, like, taking a break and doing a PP, even, especially when you have 2 GL ships and you have, you know, 4 Galactic Legends, it's not going to be a bad thing. And if anything, it'll keep you playing the game and enjoying it more. Karsten Valent, thanks for the sub, dude. You're awesome. Yeah, 100% free to play at 9-month-old. Hey, Arctic Gaming, welcome, welcome. Okay. I wanted to check this really quick, see if we can't get lucky on just what mods I have. Because, you know, we last time took Keller and Beck to Relic 7, which is awesome. But I might have to remod my Jedi Knight Anakin because of that. I chased 3 deals back to back in 2022. It was maddening. Yeah, it really does get to that point. Let's see if we can find offense. I have a singular one. Dang. And that'll bring down his overall speed. that brings down his speed by a significant amount. That's 32 to 8. So that's a minus... Why is my brain not working? That's a minus 24 speed. That's a lot of speed to lose out on. How much offense is it? 8.5%. We'll leave it for now. Yeah. Because, like, yeah, I don't know exactly how you're supposed to mod him for Keller and Beck. Home Wonder turns I finally get a 7-star capital ship. Jill, Ray, and SLKR, here I come. Heck yeah, dude. Start saving up those crystals for your refreshes for Finalizer. 100%. But yeah, I think technically you want offense instead of crit damage here. And you want offense for both of those when you're modding for Keller and Beck lead. I have him modded for Qui-Gon lead, obviously, where he changes speed into offense versus being modded for Keller and Beck, who changes, adds offense onto your current offense. So, because I want Jedi Knight Anakin to hit like a freight train. I really do. I wish I could take Keller and Beck up to Relic 9 like Arnold did. I just don't have the stuff for it. SLK ship-wise, yeah, that's fair. Okay, we're gonna run through some quick Conquest. Middle G, did you put your ally code in the Discord? Okay, we're in Sector 5. We're getting close to being finished with Conquest, like, technically, and then it's just all feat grinding, which is, I mean, never mind, I was about to make a really dirty joke. But grinding for feats sucks so much. What do I gotta use in this again? Clone Troopers, Foresight, Stagger. You don't have Discord? Okay, so throw your ally code in the chat, and make sure you put X's where the dashes are supposed to be. Otherwise, it won't show up because YouTube moderator will just, like, think it's spam. So just throw it in there and I'll get to it. Make sure you add in your current previous farm and your favorite team. Okay, we're gonna see. Well, we're gonna have some fun, Just hit 450 in college. It should be done in a few days for some Datacron farming. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, I haven't been on as diligent in this as I should be, most likely. So we'll see what crate I get, but we're hoping for something good, I mean, yeah, we'll go for it. Hux team is by far my favorite team for now. Dude, his damage is just busted in just anything, but with the Omicron especially, getting that first turn and doing a ton, it's so nice. Let's get some protection up going. Full on Bosk. Get all that Foresight going. Full on you. Get some more Foresight going. Let's knock down your health a bit. I need you to put Foresight on people, so we're just going to keep hitting. AoE. Oh, heal up Anakin. I need Foresight again. Get you down to 70%. Okay. Our damage is ramping quick now. Let's find someone who has a lot of stuff. Okay, here we go. I'm just cleaning up Sector 5 on normal so I can do hard next Conquest. Heck yeah, the Deadly Catalyst is so broken. Let me know. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That is some hard hitting. I hate how little damage these guys do in Conquest. But we gotta do our Foresights. Hey, more Foresight. Just finish off boss. Get him out of my way. I don't really want to deal a ton of damage, if I'm being honest. I want people to stay around as long as I can. Stop giving him or her turn meter. I need Keller and Beck to take a turn. Thank you. Just basic. There's 3 more foresights in the bag. 3 more foresights? 3 more foresights. Heck yeah. I can't beat Darth Revan on Sector 2 normal difficulty. Yeah, dude, Darth Revan is one of the worst things to deal with in Conquest. I hate facing Darth Revan so incredibly much. Clone's great. How did that do for the feet? Solid. That was like 30 in one freaking match. I hate Conquest grinding so much. Let's see. Okay. We'll do one more battle with Keller and Beck. Just give him another solid amount of whatever they're called, you know? I save gas stamina strictly for Revan, lol. Yeah, I use SLKR to take him out just because I don't want to have to deal with him, if I'm being honest. Yeah, it's just ramp damage. Okay, yep, so he is... This might hurt, but I want to go for the sack. Yep, go for it. 1, 2... Okay. Finish him off because I don't want to get hit by his abilities. We'll just heal up Obi-Wan, make sure he stays alive. I'm glad I did. That's probably a bad idea, but it's fine. Finish him off? Finish him off. Okay, come on. Someone do an AoE. I need an AoE. No, I said AoE. Ouch. Holy crap. Keller and Beck is just not gaining the turn meter. No, you can't counterattack off that one? Sad. Douche. Anything to hit against him yet? Yeah, that's fair. Middle G. Yeah, that's rough. If only we were in Grand Arena, I could actually give you a suggestion for how to kill him, but it'd have to be a 2-shot. Because there's a way to 2-shot him with First Order. Okay, is there a Moff Gideon? Can you cheese this? Hold up. I think you might be able to cheese this with the 5 Moff Gideons it gives you. This one is all light side. Yeah, that's true. If middle G, if you do have Bosk bounty hunters lying around left over from Lightspeed bundles, definitely something to go for. It has to be all light side allies. Okay. So we gotta work on... Where are they? Clones. We gotta work on clones for this, so... I'm gonna try that. See how it goes. This could end very badly. I wasn't wrong. It did end very badly. Oh, gosh. Okay. Yeah, off of you. Okay. Hit you. Hit you. Hit you. Okay, big hit. Probably gonna die again. Okay. You're at full health. Hit you. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. If we can just survive for a little bit, we can get some solid work in here on our feet. Oh, sick. I love Adapter Die. That might have just killed him. I didn't even think about that AoE. There we go. We're getting somewhere. I'm hoping that his ARC Trooper ability is counting. Dang, that might be death right there. Come on, Rex, solo it. Oh. Let's see if that ARC Trooper thingamajig is counting. Yeah, it looks like it's counting. Sick. That's actually super nice. So honestly, if I could take first turn, or not first turn, if I could survive the first opening play, this actually works fairly well with cheesing that feat. Good to know. Anakin, or should I say General Kenobi. Welcome, welcome. So because we're trying to do light side, we'll take away them. We're trying to do foresight, stagger. Stagger can't do full light side. I think we're just gonna have to take a full light side team against this real quick. Let's have Han shoot first. Yeah, the problem is I don't need to cheese the Piet feat. I did see that, Xeno, but I don't need to cheese the Piet feat because the Piet feat is meant to get you the two thingy-majigs that you can use to do the other feat. I already have 5 of them, though, because of the fact that I bought the Conquest Pass Plus. They just give you 5. And so technically, it would just be cheesing it just for the sake of getting a +1 key card. And so I'm not planning on grabbing it unless I'm, like, desperate. Let's see. Keep ramping damage a bit. Okay, ramp damage a lot. Keep ramping damage. Lol. The fact that they keep reviving makes it so Chupio just does crazy stuff. Oh gosh. Jerk. Okay. Gone now. I just, yeah, like with that Keller and Beck that I did yesterday, plus the, I just brought Chewbacca up to Relic 6. Chewbacca? No, Han Solo. Sorry, Han Solo up to Relic 6. So I'm like completely out of signal data at this point, and it's getting rough. Let's see, thermal exhaust, protection shield. I always like a protection shield. Okay, so I gotta go south and take out these guys. I hate these guys so much. There's not a great way to take these guys out with the feats that I'm currently working on. And I don't want to lose a thingamajig, so we're just gonna... Where's my Conquest? Nice, Anakin. That's awesome, dude. Chupio is so incredibly nice. Especially, you know, relicking him makes it so much easier do the thing where you're having, you know, CLS be. Oh my gosh. Whoops. Oh gosh, I love SLKR so much. The Relic your 3PO? Heck yeah, then you can start throwing some Datacrons on there. Solid. Especially because with the current set, not like the last set, which is great for CLS. The last set is like one of the best for CLS that I've seen in a long time. Oh, I could have gone for the top as well. I didn't realize it was the middle one. I got the Omi on Rex just in time for Grand Arena. Heck yeah. Got Yuzar. He lost his memory again. Exactly, Jam. Congratulations, Wild Fan. That's awesome. Yeah, if you use the there's also the trick that most people use, which is C3PO and R2 and that kind of thing. I just didn't have them leveled up at all, and so the Zori trick was how I got through it. I was so hoping that Zori would work, and then when it did, I was like, oh, I gotta make a video about this, because everyone else uses the droids. Okay, so which one of these is easier? Honestly, neither of them are great. I pray every set that they bring back the Vadercron. Dude, the Vadercron was also the frickin' Tarkin-cron. The whole reduced cooldowns thing for Tarkin was, or not, yeah, it was reduced cooldowns and gain turn meter, and it was just so incredibly busted with Tarkin because Tarkin could solo any GL. Or duo. You had to have Piet and Emperor Palpatine, but regardless, you could kill everyone. It was so dumb. Clones, that's right. Gotta keep working on our clone feet. Tasty Teddy. Say it louder. Let Capital Games hear you. Gonna get Executor, Rex, and Zoriomi, then JML. Heck yeah, dude. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. I don't know where that health came from, but I'm glad I survived that. Holy crap. Let's just... Okay, and get a little damage on everyone. Get a little bit more damage on everyone. And kind of just keep this going. You don't really have any way to hurt her, but that's fine. Okay. The sooner we get JTR down, the sooner this is an easy battle. Heal? No heal. Dang. Dang. That sucks. It's fine though. Feet grinding isn't meant to be pretty. Throw it on you. Would you stop that? Goodness gracious. They all have days, so my frickin' disc isn't working anymore. Ugh. Everyone Tatacron. Thank you for the PSA, Tasty Teddy. I appreciate it. Okay, I got one more battle. I got one more. I mean, I kind of want to just get these Darth Bane shards out of the way for myself. So let's just do it real quick and do it. Let's see. This team also has days. Honestly, let's try Keller and Beck just for fun. You know, we got to get that foresight anyway. So let's try Keller and Beck on this one. CG. Oh, I hear you. So I'll give you 200% defense Datacron. Enjoy. Gosh, I hate the defense Datacron so much. They're so helpful, but I hate them. I'm so appreciative that this last set of Datacrons doesn't have, like, high stats at all. Like, it's going to be a bummer not being able to swing up with my gas anymore, and I'm going to have to actually relic up my gas for Malgus. But, like, I was doing stupid stuff with it, and I shouldn't have been. So, like... Right in the bathroom, I worship Datacrons. Did I 7-star who? Are you referring to Keller and Beck? Yeah, so we pulled them in the 5,000 shard pack, like the 5,000 crystal pack, and so I put out a poll to see if anyone wanted me to take him up, and so yesterday we relic 7'd him. So yeah, we now have that in our toolbox, and so that's what we're using for our foresight feat right now. He gets significantly worse in Conquest because each time you use him, his stamina goes down, which means he has less stacks of his protection. So, let's just get some offense up. Okay, there's some more foresight. Gosh, stop it. Okay, more foresight, sick. Keep ramping damage. Yeah, let's ramp some damage and get some foresight. I hate how much she dodges. It's freaking ridiculous. I'm almost positive the reason she's dodging so much is because they increase her, what is it called? Oh, does he have healing immunity? I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, he does. They ramp up her, all characters' mastery when they're in Conquest, and so that's why she dodges so much, I'm pretty sure. Holy crap! Hey, Lefty Roper, welcome back, welcome back. CG refunded me half the crystals when I bought a character pack by mistake, and you get to keep the shards. Sick. That's awesome, Xeno. Yeah, I didn't mean to buy the Keller and Beck pack. Can I get 2,500 crystals back, CG? Oh, gosh. Nope. We need him attacking. Okay. Issue 2, CG refunded half. That's nice. Do you have foresight right now? No? Okay, get rid of all of it. Or dodge. Okay. Gosh. Dodge this. I guess you're gonna do it anyways. I don't care, I have foresight. You suck it. Oh, foresight. Thank you. Bought the tech pack when it came out. Accidentally buying Keller and Beck packs. Dude, I'm loving this character, honestly. Like, I'm really enjoying him. He's also making this feat super easy, which I appreciate. Fine, just make Anakin kill you. Zarkson, you may be having an early Christmas, as in January? What do you mean by that? Okay, we got our Darth Bane shards. We're up to 34 Darth Bane shards. I think that's... can you get Darth Bane over here? I don't remember. I feel like I'm missing one set of Darth Bane shards. I could be crazy, though. Oh, exothermic. That is painful. I foresee an accidental purchase. Oops, I bought the $130 Zeta bundle. Except for the first one. So then maybe I do have enough for him. Okay, wait, hold up. I just had 34 and then I grabbed that and I'm still at 34. Anyone else see that? Am I crazy? I'm not crazy, am I? I feel like I'm crazy. There we go. Okay, now it's showing up as 35. I was about to lose my crap. I'm like, hold up. I actually paid money this time. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. So 35, that should be right because yeah, so I've gotten 15 from the Conquest Pass, and then I've gotten 20 from just the nodes, or the purchases. So yeah, that sounds right. Okay, yep. So we're good. We got 35 shards so far, plus, what is our crate currently? I mean, we're about to get this crate, so we'll just look at this. So, yeah, we've got about 70, 85 shards at the moment. 75 shards? 40 plus 30, 75. I'm not crazy. You are. And not the normal pass. That is a excellent question, Anthony. That would be because I'm already spending $10. I might as well spend 30 because you have to spend money to save money. No, it's because I am very far away from two things. So if I'm already going to spend $10, I might as well spend the $30 because I am very far away from Ben Solo, and I need Ben Solo to go with my Rey. I am also very far away from the Scythe. And so if I get the Conquest Pass Plus the next 3 months while I'm working on Bane, yes, it's an extra $20, but that will get me basically a refresh on Scythe and Ben, and I'll almost have Ben and Scythe by the time that I finish with Bane. So that is why I bought the Conquest Plus Pass, is because it helps me finish out my Proving Ground characters, because I still have quite a few of them that are nowhere near close. Although, you guys probably saw it, this Proving Grounds, guys, we're getting them all. So, that's going to be pretty exciting addition to the roster. Do I have the Zetas for him? Not at all. But still, I'll have them all. Oh, yeah, no, 100%. If I didn't have as much things in the Proving Grounds that I still needed to finish, I would 100% not be buying the Conquest Pass Plus. So yeah, I already have Gar Saxon Imperial Super Commando done, Anthony, and then I've got Gear 12, Django, and Canderous already. So, like, I've already got a solid start on his team while I'm waiting for him. So, I will be ready, Anthony. Don't you worry. He's a magician. Now you see an enemy, now you don't. Fair. Like, the way he makes people disappear with the rework is insane. Oh, I love it so much. Let's get some water in me. Yeah, that's about all my conquest for today, just because I already did my 50 crystal refreshes last night on the stream. Just because I wanted to be able to get to your guys' roster reviews as much as possible today. So we may do a little bit of testing and fun stuff with what's his bucket. We'll see if they knocked me down at all. No one's knocked me down yet, dang. But I want to do some testing with Keller and Beck a little bit and see what we can pull off just for fun. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of game modes that you can test things in because CG doesn't want people playing their game. So no problem, Anthony. I'm glad it's helping. Yeah, I want to say this week I have plans to record it tomorrow. I'm going to be finishing up some testing for the first 3 tiers, but starting tomorrow I'll be working on it to start up my Sith Eternal guide, so that way we can help some people going for Sith Eternal because they want Bane. So we shall be working on that. I actually have like a full day tomorrow just making videos. Just because I've got a lot of videos that I want to make that are a little bit more, I don't want to say tedious because it's not tedious, but they're a lot higher effort. Like, I'm going to have to actually edit them and that kind of thing. So, but also if you support the dumpster fire of a game mode, yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, Conquest sucks, but like, they've done something very upsetting to me. In the sense that they dangled one of my favorite characters in Star Wars canon in front of my face and said, "Hey, I dare you not to spend money." And unfortunately, I'm a sucker, and so I'm getting Darth Bane. Period. I will do what I have to do to get Darth Bane, and thanks to your guys' generosity, I'm even willing to spend money in the sense of, if I don't have him and there's a pack to finish him off after this current set of Bane stuff, so I can get him day 1, I'm going to do it. Like, you know, because I definitely can't get a red crate. So I want to be able to test him with you guys. I want to be able to use him. Darth Bane is awesome. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, I see the flavor in his kit and I love the flavor. And so, yeah. Oh my gosh, Lefty Roper, that CLS, I think I have him. I need to look up and see what other people are using. Because, like, yeah, I got one. Like, obviously I can't do these, like, at all. But, like, I don't even know how people are doing this. I just had to throw SLKR at him with, like, a whole bunch of tanks and then just let him ramp. And then they kept removing turn meter, and so eventually SLKR couldn't be killed. So, so the crazy feats that only whales can get, yeah. Take him to Relic 8. My thoughts on the CLS battle are not YouTube friendly. Fair. I am 100% in the same boat with you, buddy. Oh, we have actual currency left over after we finish up getting our Bane shards. That's awesome. So that means we can actually get a little bit of gear. Got 2 stars using Sith Eternal first try. I might have to try Sith Eternal. Okay, first try with Sith Eternal, 9 tries in total. Yeah, I think it took me about 8, 9 tries. Padme and 3-star. That's the problem though. Is my Padme is garbage. Where's my Padme? Galactic Republic. My Padme is gear 12 because I have no intention of bringing up a character that's not worth it when I have the Qui-Gon Omicron. So, yeah, there's a reason that I was fine with ripping apart my Padme squad to make a Keller and Beck squad. And it's because my Padme is just something I've never bothered to get up because right as I was about to get her up, we ended our time with the Sea Pit raid. And that was the big reason why I was getting her up. Oh, yeah, Anthony, let me just, let me pull out my, my 6 shards for Reva, and I'll do it with it. Gosh. Padme can beat JMK, why wouldn't you all? Padme Cat? I mean, yeah, now that I have Cat, I just got Cat last month, and so, like, now that I have Cat, sure, but, like, when I was farming Padme, I was, like, you know, a year away from Cat. So, yeah, the Padme Zetas are rough. Eventually I'll get her up for Lord Vader, but, and honestly, like, you know, without Anakin, I don't know if, Padme can actually beat JMK. So, I'm using Anakin for other things. But yeah. I also don't have the Zetas for Cat whatsoever. Where's my Cat? Yeah. I have her at level 85 in Gear 1. One of these days I will bring her up. Honestly, probably sooner than later, because I can throw her with a lot of teams that I just kind of have scattered around. And so I'll probably get her up pretty soon. It's just, I've got so much on my plate at the moment. I literally just got her. But yeah. I'll level her up pretty soon, because I honestly, probably where I'll put her until I can get a, you know, JMK and that kind of thing is, I'll probably throw her with this team and just swap out Veteran Smuggler. Just to give me a really solid defensive team that people will have a nightmare trying to beat. Really? She's good with Rey. I guess she is an unaligned Force user. Okay, Anthony, you have convinced me. Fine. We will take her up as high as we can today without using Kairos, because I am saving my Kairos right now. Still not using Kairos. I would have expected her to use Cairo. check the unique. Okay, Soka's if another lights hit or scoundrel, so she also shares all these with her light side allies. Okay, yeah, solid. I mean, scoundrel ally. I mean, she'll have a plus 10% there, but nothing more than that for each class. Plus 20%. But yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I definitely don't have the stuff for Force Leave. She needs a lot of Carbontes. I mean, I have the raid currency. Let's see. I may leave Stack and Courage. CST and Annie will blow people away. Yeah, but Annie is not worth being taken off of a Kelleran Beck Qui-Gon Jinn team, in my opinion. Just because that's two different teams that you could do instead of just one team. How many of these do we need? That's enough. Okay. Oh, it hurts is I actually have to check because I have so many Chirotechs right now. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this is where we stop for now. But yeah, hold on. Is it still around? Okay, good. The temptation is not here. The Chirotech $5 packs are not here. Otherwise, I would consider taking it farther. My Qui-Gon team is going to be devious. I'm going to have some fun with that. I'm tempted to throw it on defense and just watch people struggle because I think that would be hilarious. But like on offense, I'm really excited to use it and show it off, and I don't want to just be like, yeah, guys, we got a Kelleran Beck and we're just going to leave it on defense. So we're going to have some fun with that. Okay. My 6 years of free to play minus light speed bump. Dude, honestly, those $5 Chirotech packs are like the only thing I spent on before the last couple of months. I honestly almost never spend money on this game. Like I spend probably $20 a month, and like that was $10 of it every month, and that was basically it. But those things are just so incredibly good. But yeah, I really wish I could afford getting some more Chirotechs, but like 100 of this is going straight to my current character that I'm working on. Both of these, I believe it's, yeah, so Rolo needs it, and then Hermit Yoda needs it, and so literally I only have 100 Chirotechs to spare of this type, and so there's not really any way I could bring her up at any higher. I just can't afford it right now. But you know, we'll get Cat up slowly. We can afford that. Yeah. Let's give her some mods really quick just to have her in the roster. Hold on. Let's same boat. Anthony, it hurts. Oh, I didn't read Anthony's. That's why I was like, what are you talking about? Currently farming Captain Han Solo on 16 Cantina node, and I want to cry. All the missed signal data. Oh, dude. Yeah, although I do prefer farming Cantina node characters, like 100%. Like, it's just, it's so much nicer. Oh, I'm not sorted by speed. I was going through, like, looking. I'm like, I don't see any speed anywhere. I mean, I don't have much mods right now, but come on, I have some speed. That is rough. All characters farm? That's insane. Just to farm, so I wasted all on shard shop right now. I feel like feeling it with my 8 green data. Okay, this is actually kind of upsetting to me. So we're gonna do something rash. Where is it? That is not what I want. Yeah, let's farm 1 dot. There we go. Let's see if we can't get some good speed mods. I'm so glad that they changed this so that way you can only get Mark 5 mods. I hated the fact that you could get other mods. My account, well, it's 10 million or just about anyways. Fair, fair. Okay, let's see if that gave us some mods to play around with for Cat. Hey, months behind. Months behind. Months behind. Took me a second. Welcome. Only assigned. Please. Hey. Oh. Oh. Come on, something has to have speed somewhere. That was a waste of credits. For Ray, before I get ult, absolutely no luck. I got really lucky with my Ray mods, honestly. Okay, we're just gonna... Just because I don't want to have to deal with it for a second. We're gonna use the good old filter. Upgrade and sell. Filter. Manage. Select all. Upgrade. Select all. Sell. Get rid of. Build good mods for sure. Yep. Okay. Reset to default. Speed. Only unassigned. Filter. By speed. And voila. Okay. So we don't got anything there. We are just not having the RNG here. Oh, did we just get an amazing mod here for some reason? Hey, there's a 2 speed roll. Okay, I'm not taking that up. Okay. I will literally just take a 2 speed roll at this point. I just need any type of 2 speed roll. Let's check what her mods is. I hate farming and upgrading mods. Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's rough. Okay, so we need... Oh, I'm gonna throw this on in real quick just because. Control C. There we go. Okay. Over 300 Kairos total. Jeez. I'll have 4 speed mods and lower on my account. All 5s and above. Heck yeah. Someone to gear 2. Oh. Yeah, that is genuinely painful. Okay, so we were gonna check. Cats. Health and speed, obviously. Okay, crit damage for triangle is common. And then health and health, right? Yep, health and health. Okay, sweet. Oh, goodness. Find anything, please. That's protection. 3-speed. Do we not have any 4 speeds? You are killing me, game. Oh, there's a speed roll on a tenacity set. Do we have any health ones that we can try? Okay. Let's try some health. Hey! Okay. Okay. Health. Do you have any golds that aren't leveled up, just in case? Just an extra roll. Okay. Well, there we go, guys. Our best mods. Only the best for Cat, you know? I'm really starting to run out of mods. I need to take some time and farm some more mods. I need to start doing triple refreshes. Jeez. Oh. A plus 88 speed. Hey, it's in between the 60 and 90 that we want minimum for a character. So, like, that's not awful. I will take it. We're just not having the streamer luck today. I was hoping that I could rely on you guys to give me some streamer luck, and just nothing. It's sad. It's a sad day in our stream. But there we go. We now have a Gear 8 Ahsoka. Or, sorry, Gear 9 Ahsoka. We'll get her up eventually, I promise. Oh, gosh. Yeah, it's all your fault, Anthony. How dare you. Okay, let's hop into some of these roster reviews. And then I gotta do a little bit of remodding that's much easier, in my opinion. But let's see. So we have allies. Let us pull up our Discord. Oh yeah, we wanted to do what's his bucket? Middle G first. Middle G, you still here? Let me see if I can find your ally code among this jumble of everything. Middle G, middle G, middle G, middle G. G. Gosh, trying to filter through the chat is always a nightmare. There you are. We have mods at home. Yeah, fair, JM. Farming SLKR Jedi Cal on the side. Oh yeah, you wanted me to check your nice, being the top 50, heck yeah. That's always nice. So you're farming SLKR and then Jedi Cal on the side. I mean, you don't really have a spot for Jedi Cal, so that sounds like a PP for sure. Because, like, you don't have a Bastila Shan to put him with. You don't have a Jedi Knight Revan to put him with. So you don't really have a whole lot of, like, stuff to put Jedi Knight Cal Kestis with. By any means. But, like, you know, you can always farm them up. But, yeah, it looks like you're definitely going for a little PP. Let's see, your requirements, that's a Relic 7, that's a Relic 7, that's a Relic 7. That is all 3 Relic 7s you need, so that means you are done with your requirements. You are just waiting on the ship. Correct? Yep, you're just waiting on your capital ship. Yes, exactly, Zarkson, thank you. A little PP. Okay. Let's check your first order. You do have your special forces, but I'm not seeing an enchilada. I hope you are farming it. I know it takes a while, but yes, dope man, a little peepee, little passion project, you know. Um, so yeah, so make sure you're farming your enchilada. It's a big part of that finalizer fleet, especially because you're going to be getting finalizer soon. So that is definitely something you're going to want to work on. Um, yep. Okay. Um, yeah. So honestly, middle G. I'm not too sure about the Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. I get that it's a PP, but like you don't have the Jedi to support it too much. Um, you have some packs here. You can take advantage of the packs and that kind of thing. Um, looking at your roster with just what you have, it looks like you just got some packs and that kind of thing. You're going to get SLKR, obviously. As soon as you're done with SLKR, though, you need to start in a direction. If you're wanting Jedi Knight Cal Kestis and wanting him to be viable, my suggestion is take this springboard that you have of what you got from the Rebel pack and start going towards JML, so you have a place to put Cal Kestis, and then put Jedi Knight Cal in the back burner for a bit. That is a good point. Let's take a look. Yeah, so he has a 7-star Chewie. Definitely want to get this Chewie up. Do you have... I'm not seeing him, but I could be blind. I could entirely be blind, but I'm not seeing him. Your Stormtrooper Han is high enough that it should be fine, I think. Princess Leia is part of that event. Obi-Wan obviously is high enough. We'll do Farm Boy Luke is high enough. Where's your CLS? Am I crazy? Am I missing something? I know I haven't done it in a while, so I don't know if I'm just missing something. Zayden, if you want first priority, go join the Discord. The link is in the description. We have about 5 people, 4 people, something like that in the Discord that are going to go first. And then if anyone else adds to the Discord, we're going to keep going through there. And then if we have time, we'll get to people in chat. But if you want, that's definitely the way to go. Hey, John. Welcome. But yeah, I'm not seeing a CLS Empire at 7 stars to get R2-D2 up. There you go. Okay. So that would probably be my suggestion, if I'm being honest, is I would go from SLKR and go start towards JML. Like, it's not going to be obviously the most efficient thing with the roster that you have, but you're going to want to start heading towards JML. So get that R2-D2 up, get yourself a CLS, start working on a CLS team. Don't work on the requirements for Jedi Knight Luke. Instead, just work on getting all of your CLS relicked, so you have another team going, and then focus on getting your Jedi Knight Luke. But like, you don't really have a spot for Jedi Knight Cal, so I'd put him on the back burner for a while. But that allows you to kind of fit him into your farming plan, that on your way to JML you can get a Jedi Knight Cal, and it'll fit in a good spot there. But yeah, that would be my suggestion for you, and we'll take a look at your mods real quick. Make sure you're farming your echelon if you aren't already. So we'll take a look at your Dash Rendar. Okay, 50 speed. So if you haven't already, go take a look at my mod farming guide, because we want to see some more speed in your mods. And what was that Hux modded with? Okay, so you have some speed mods in there, some health mods, that's fine. Are your sets okay? Okay, so we're seeing some broken up sets here. So yeah, go watch my mod farming guides. Mods will help you so much in this game. A good and a bad roster is definitely just the difference between well-modded characters and non-well-modded characters, because you can pull off a lot with what you already have just by, getting some good mods out there. Yeah. So here's my suggestion for where you should go in 2024. I would say go watch my mod videos and start working on your mods ASAP. Because all events are rougher if you don't have a solid basis in modding. So go watch my videos on that. Finish SLKR. Start working towards CLS and getting a CLS team up. Go towards JML from there. And then whenever you have the point where you have enough shards for Razor Crest, you should be picking up Razor Crest every time you see it. Fit the IG-2000 into your fleet farm and fit the TIE Bomber into your fleet farms. Both of those. And start working towards your Executor whenever you're finished with the Razor Crest. But until then, work on your JML. I think by the end of this year, you could have SLKR, JML, and an Executor, and that'll give you a solid start to your account, as well as it'll give you a spot to put your, your little PP of Jedi Knight Cal Kestis in. That is good to hear. Let's see, where is it? I do love myself a beefy boy, especially one that can regain health and protection so easily. He does need his Zeta, obviously, to solo teams. But yeah, like, even on him, I would very much, over health, I would rather have extra speed on him. Like, obviously, when he's soloing teams, you can go without the speed, because he gains a lot of speed while he's soloing. But, like, you want to have this Darth Vader, you want him to be up there in, like, 250 speed at least to be able to take on Geonosians. You want to have, your Hux up in, like, I'd say, like, 250, 260 at least. But yeah, so work on your modding quite a bit. But overall, I mean, great starting account, especially with the Lightspeed bundles. Make sure you're taking use of those Lightspeed bundles as much as you can. So, farm yourself your enchilada to go with your fleet. I'm not seeing him right now. I think I saw him earlier. Make sure you're getting yourself get yourself a Rex Zeta when you can, to go with those characters that you have there. But yeah, that would be my suggestion for kind of what I would do in 2024 for you. Is, work towards R2-D2 into CLS, and then fill out the full CLS team, and then start going for Jedi Knight Luke, and then into Jedi Master Luke. And that'll get you, a solid start on your Jedi Knight Cal Kestis and a place to put him. Because at the current moment, like, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis obviously is going to be a passion project for you, and if you want to go for it, go for it. Like, don't listen to the random stranger on the internet. What am I talking about? But, like, I'm not seeing a lot of Jedi that you can put him with, and he's not fantastic by himself without, that Jedi support. And so heading towards JML will give you that Jedi support to put with him. Yeah. Let's take a look at who's next on our list of people. We got Obi-Wan. I've seen you in a couple streams, so we just haven't gotten to you, so I'm glad we're getting to you today. Also, do what you can to try and stay in this top 50. If you're going to get Finalizer soon with the Echelon, it's going to help a lot keeping you in that top 50. JM. Okay, so JM, you're Obi-Wan. Okay, I need to take a drink of water real quick. One sec. Ooh, delicious water. I'm basic. What's the matter? I really am. I've always loved the 501st. Ever since I was a kid. I love blue. Blue's been my favorite color since I was probably... I want to say since I was 8, because before the age of 8, pink was my favorite color. So I want to say the age of 8, blue has always been my favorite color, and so clones wearing blue, plus them being cool, absolutely always been my favorite for the clones. Other than that, purple top color. Okay, so favorite team is definitely Jabba. I just unlocked Rey. Thanks for your guide. Just about to start the Grand Inquisitor grind. Oof. Green is the best. Well, John, if you think that green is the best, then you should definitely become a member, because then your name becomes green in the chat. So, like, it's obvious that's what you gotta do. Color tier list next live stream. Oh, gosh. Okay, what is this attachment you got here? I've never seen a mod thing like this. This is cool. I usually just go off of the, what is it called? The mod, whatever, the number, the arbitrary number that just tells you how good your mods are. Okay, let's see. 159. I'm gonna have to take some time and read this and figure out what it means. White F tier. I almost just said something really bad on stream. Never mind. I appreciate Arctic Gaming for saying it for me. Yeah, the mod score. I understand what you're saying, Obi-Wan, but I've never seen this, so I can't like successfully read this and understand what it means without sitting here and being like, hold on everyone, I need to understand this. So I'm just gonna go through your mods like I do normally, just because it makes it easier on me. Hey Liam, I'm doing good. We're just doing some roster reviews. So yeah, solid speed, and then we'll check for a mod fall off. I mean, I'm guessing based on the fact that you use metrics like this and use a megabot and everything, yeah, I'm not really worried about your overall modding whatsoever. I would like to see, let's double check, but yeah, I would like to see a Resistance Hero Finn and a Rex that's higher up in your list than down here. I do think you would benefit from that. But not necessarily, you know, a bad thing. Your mods look pretty dang sexy. Okay. So you have a Maul. Let me see your Maldalorians. You're missing 2 of them. This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. Whenever I remod, those guys suffer. Oof. Yeah, so I wanted to check a couple things. So if you're Maldalorians, remind me what GLs you have. Yeah, so you don't have Lord Vader. So yeah, 100% Gar Saxon and Imperial Super Commando won't take you any Zetas whatsoever to get them up. They don't take any Kairos except from Gear 12 to Gear 13. Pop them up and just make your Maldalorian team start slapping some Galactic Legends. Like, absolutely something that you should work on right there. Like, I'm sure you're probably using other Mandalorians with them right now, but that's going to take your Maul from being, like, good to amazing. Like the speed on your Maul, also. But yeah, that is an easy, like, oh, I just use raid currency kind of farm. So definitely something I would suggest to you. Very pretty roster. Lots of blue and red. Love to see it. It looks like you got your Bad Batch up either for the Marauder or you're thinking about Lord Vader. Or you were thinking about Lord Vader before you switched to Inquisitors. Let's take a look at your ships really quick, because I'm seeing the Maldalorians as something that I definitely think you should fix before you go to the Inquisitors, especially while you still have time to farm up the shards for them. But I do want to look at your ships real quick. Okay, let me take a look at your GLs just so I can kind of keep in mind what teams you have. Okay, so you have everything but Leia. Okay, got it. So that means you should have this team finished. Love to see it. Good job. You should have this with an Executor. Yes. Here's the dealio, my friend. I want you to relic Second Sister first, so I would suggest starting on her first as your first Inquisitorious character to relic. I know she's not the most used, but you need her at relic 5 regardless. Throw her to relic level before any of the other Inquisitors because it immediately makes this ship better, and it makes the Executor counter easier, because then you can just bring in TIE Defender and TIE Interceptor. I would like to see a Palpmobile to allow, your Chimera fleet to also take down Profundity. And so definitely something to think about would be, or sorry, not Chimera, sorry, Executrix is what you use for that. But regardless, either way, Palpmobile will be a great addition to your fleets. You too, Jay. Good to see you. And then, let's see. You should have a Galactic Republic team with a BTLB and a Marauder. Love to see it. Love to see it. Yeah, the Palpmobile. Yeah, Arnold calls it that, and ever since I heard that, I just kind of default to be calling it that, especially because the Emperor's shuttle is like, Emperor's command shell, or whatever you want to call it. It's a mouthful, and so we always shorten everything in this game. Geonation. You don't have, yeah, you don't have it. Figured I'd check real quick. Oh, you don't have the Grand Inquisitor, so I don't know how many shards you have for that, but also going to be helpful. Okay. You have the titties. Okay. That's good. That's good. And you have everything farmed up to go with the titties. Love to see it. This one I genuinely don't care about, but I'm glad to see you at least have a bomber. Whatever Arnold says goes. Fair. Yeah. Solid. Consider relicking up your geos just to give you another ship. You are in Kyber, right? Let me just double check. Yeah, you're in Kyber too. I was going to say, with this roster, you better be in Kyber. Yeah, so relic up your geos out of your Inquisitorious. Relic up your Second Sister first, just to get the ship good. Consider a Palpmobile. Definitely get your Gar Suxon and Imperial Super Commando up. Yeah, that would be my suggestion to kind of like side farms for you. That would kind of fill in the holes in your roster, because like you could go for like Leia right now, if you wanted to. You could go for Lord Vader right now if you wanted to. You're already really close. But honestly, filling in your fleets is kind of one of the big things that helps in Kyber. I've been free to play for the last 2 months. I mean, that's fine. I mean, that's a solid streak. Keep it going. I don't know if that's like a, I don't know, a New Year's resolution for you to be free to play from now on. It doesn't make your account free to play. You know, how do I put this politely? After you unvirgin the olive oil, you can't re-virgin the olive oil. But yes, I like it if you're making a try for being free to play from now on, or whenever Lightspeed bundles came out. Once you pop, you can't go back. Thank you, Squizzy. That's a very good way to put it. But yeah, so hopefully that helps kind of give you some direction as to ways you should go. Personally, if I were to tell you the exact route that I would go, I would say farm the ships that you need, like the Palpmobile and that kind of thing, because you can do that when you're doing whatever. But the next 3 characters I would relic for you are definitely Gar Suxon, Imperial Super Commando, and the Second Sister. Once you go whale, you can never go minnow. Love that. Otherwise, I mean, your mods are looking solid for your characters. But fixing up your fleets is going to give you a lot of solid work in Kyber, and then giving you another GL counter is always going to be nice in Kyber. So, 2 million Lightspeed bundles and we're suddenly dolphins. Sounds good, Zarkson. You have a good night, dude. Yeah, my school starts this next week, so I'm not excited, but I'm doing online, so. Okay, let's head to the next person. Obi-Wan, I'm definitely going to be taking a look at this Omega Bot thing and trying to read it so that way I can read these in the future if someone ever brings them up to me. Okay, we're on to What's the Matter? That is who is next. Yeah, dude, I mean, I'd say it's nice to have time off or something, but like, I worked yesterday and then got home and streamed, and then I worked today and then got home and I'm streaming again. So I literally just, I've just been working constantly on things, so I just have not had time the last couple of days for anything. So I'd like to relax, but unfortunately I have a full-time job right now until I get into school, and then I have a part-time job, and then school, and a YouTube channel. So I got a million and one things going on. Goodbye, it's 3:35 a.m. where I live, so time to go to bed. Okay, John, sounds good. It's time to go to bed, and you definitely should go to bed. But consider, just keep in mind while you're going to bed tonight, if you really love the color green, I suggest getting a membership. It makes your name green from now on. Just saying. You also get other fun perks, but that's the important part, is a green name. Dink Ideals, I mean, I'm glad you enjoy them. Do we have What's the Matter still in the chat? Night Rabbit, it's already late here in Brazil. I mean, yeah, depending on what part of the Brazil you're in, it's probably pretty late. You have a great night, Voltaire. Okay, What's the Matter still in the chat? Let's see. You did a roster review a little while ago, but it was a bit rushed because it was near the end of the stream. Done a decent amount of work done. Working towards Ray, just getting the relics up. Side farming Krex, Zori, Echelon, TIE Bomber Shards. All great side farms. The Prodigal Son returns. Savage getting into relics. Really hard recently. Remodded almost all my used characters. Was wondering what I should do after Ray. Want to focus on for farming. How close are you to the Razor Crest? Okay, got Gear 12 Treya. There's that Savage. I'd like to see a Relic 5 Savage, but Relic 3 Savage will still get you a ton of work. Hey, Justin. Welcome. Dude, you were, I rarely go to Nooch's server just because, you know, I only am in it to get notifications for things. But I saw your big message in Nooch's server. I was like, oh, look at that. He's part of their community. A big part, it looks like. I have it just 5-star. Okay, so just 5-star. That's not a bad thing. So that means I wouldn't say Executor is going to be your next farm. You still got some time before you're going to be close to it. Nooch, never heard of him. Dank Ideals, I think you're on a first name basis with every streamer at this point, considering how much I see you in other streamers' areas. Like, I bet you that at this point, Dank Ideals, that you know my first name and my address. Like, I would have zero doubts. Okay, what's the matter? Let's check your speeds real quick, because you said you've been working on your speeds. So 317, that's a solid Mara Jade. Honestly, that is solid. Yeah, I'm liking to see where this is going. 286. Yeah, you're getting some solid mods in here. I haven't yet, Dank. Is it an explosive of some type? Because I don't know if I should be worried or not. I do have a roommate, and I would like him to live, at least. Okay. Yeah, not too bad of a mod fall-off, honestly. That far down, that's not too bad at this point, as you're working on your mods. I would like to see your mods continue to go the way that they are going currently, and get you some more solid, fast characters. But I like the route you're going. I do want to check out what this is. So you got those three. You got a bounty hunter with Boba Fett. Looks like, yeah, you're getting through IG-88. So it looks like you already have an idea of going for Executor. Beaver, how many streamers do you follow? Dank. Yes. I'm glad that helped. What's the matter? What's the matter with your mods? No. I'm glad it helped, honestly. So I'm just gonna take a look through your account real quick, just kind of seeing what you got lying around. Let's see. Do you have? You do have the Finzeta. You have the Zori. Okay, sick. You're not sleeping on that. Let's check your Rebels. You have cracks. Love to see it. Here's my 2 options for you. Looking at your account as for what you should do next after Ray. I see 2 options here. I'll check through your ships in a sec, but I just want to go through kind of your character farms real quick. Executor obviously is going to be like a perfect little spot for you to have something to do. And like a DL ship is going to help you a ton. But that being said, you're quite a ways off from Razor Crest, so make sure you're kind of like background farming the ships that you need. So I'm guessing it's just, yeah, you're already working on the IG-2000, so you're kind of just waiting on the Razor Crest. So while you wait for the Razor Crest, it's going to be a while for you to get that Razor Crest. Your 2 options, I would say, is start working towards JML if you want a major farm to work towards. But honestly, instead of working towards JML, you could take a break for just a wee bit and get your Jedi Knight Revan team up and running, get them reliced up. So, your Jedi Knight Revan, your Bastila, your Jolie, get that kind of started, and then also get the CLS team, because you have every part of it except for you're missing 3PO and Chewie, but even a 4-star 3PO and Chewie, if you have a relic CLS, is still going to put in a lot of work. Start working on that 3PO and Chewie, though, and get yourself kind of a CLS team started. I think you're missing a C3PO as well, which, I mean, Ewoks are never a bad farm when it comes to the fact that there's a raid going on right now. So C3PO is another person that you can work towards, and that'll kind of give you a direction towards JML as well without, pushing too hard, and you can then, get yourself 2 new teams, which Jedi Knight Luke will slot into one of those. And so that'll kind of give you a direction where you can go that you already have work in because of your Lightspeed bundles. And it also kind of lets you fill out your roster a bit while you're waiting for your, sorry, my brain's farting. Your Executor. And if you're looking for a team to work on after you finish those and you still have time before your Executor, you're going to start working on your Piet for Executor. So you might as well get your Dark Trooper up to 7 stars and relic him to relic 5. And then Imperial Troopers, you just need Piet. Veers isn't going to require any Chirotechs. Get him up to 7 stars, gear 12. And really any other 2 troopers. Most people would suggest Range Trooper and Moff Gideon. So are Tuskens used for anything? Because I have enough stars to get them all up to 7 stars. Unfortunately, at this current moment, besides being a PvP team, they are not something that's important. Because they dropped out of importance back when the raid switched. If you do have like all of them to 7 star, like it's going to be a good PvP team. It'll counter CLS really well. It counters a lot of turn meter heavy teams, and it's a great one to confuse people on defense. Just because people have no idea what to throw against it, and if they throw anything turn meter heavy, they end up just killing themselves off. So, like, I'm not going to say it's a bad thing if you have all of them, like, at 7 stars, you can start, relicking them. But, hey, Caleb, welcome. Welcome back, Teddy. I'm going to catch up really quick. You don't want to get your Imperial Troopers up? Oh, you really want to get your... I thought you said, I really don't want. And I was like, what? Really? They're so great, though. Okay, yeah, you really want to get your Imperial Troopers up. Yes, I agree with JM. Tusken Raiders can be one of the worst 3v3 teams to go up against. So, like, if you have the 7 stars, it might be worth taking them up if you have the time between Executor and Ray. Keep pulling the 330 packs for Tuskens. Just haven't upgraded them. Jeez. Yeah, so that's one that you could consider doing, is if you have them, I mean, you might as well upgrade them, because they are a great team. It's just they're not required for anything really. I mean, Tusken Raider and however you say his name is required for someone, but like otherwise, you know, they're not really required for anything. Yeah, I see the fact that he's not there, but you know, he's an easy grab. Hopefully you guys liked my attempt at saying his name. Happy New Year, Caleb. It's good to see you. 450 Tusken Raider right now. 6-star waiting for 1100 before I cash it into the shard shop. I mean, if you're not struggling for shard shop currency, sure. I would wait. Actually, just give it for you know, another 200 shards. Go for 60. You know, 669 or something like that. GL Jar Jar. There you go. But yeah. Went up against them and Gak had no clue how to deal through CLS. Oh yeah, CLS. CLS will instantly die to Tusken Raiders. There's just, that is like taking SLKR against JML. It's just a train wreck from start to finish. They'll introduce Relic 10 for Jar Jar Rex. I would be surprised if they introduce Relic 10 for anything that comes out this year, because typically they drop Relic 10, they drop a Relic level and then they don't require it for like a full year. So I would be really surprised if they dropped a Relic 10 requirement. That would show CG's getting real antsy and really wants money. Send 1 kidney for a Relic 10 material. A lung gets you 3. Dang, I'd give both my lungs immediately. Dude, I don't even care. How much will a testy give you? But yeah, so that kind of gives you some teams to work on. And also going for Executor is going to obviously give you a Chimera fleet started. Obviously, it looks like you're already kind of have that idea in mind. Don't sleep on the TDC. Make sure you get yourself a TDC lying around. 69 gear 10 mats per relic upgrade. Exactly. Still going? Haha. What do you mean? Like, still going on my stream? Of course. What time is it, actually? Yeah, I've got like another hour and 10 minutes before I gotta get going. We'll see how long my throat keeps up, though. 1 Datacron praise equals 0.001 Relic 10 mat. Dude, I swear some of the stuff that I keep seeing and things with RNG just nowadays reminds me so much of the old, I don't know if you guys ever watched like Call of Duty Zombies videos, where they would be like, okay, to get the ray gun, you gotta knife the random weapons box 10 times, then run 2 laps around the map. And it's just like so ridiculous and so extra. Yeah, Zeno, I'm always here. Oh, what was that? Roberto, thanks for the sub. You're awesome, dude. Thank you. Not getting anything for Datacron praising. Yeah, I know, right? With how he acts, there's no wonder he gets awful rolls for his Datacrons. You gotta praise the almighty Datacrons. Obviously, it looks like you're already working on it, but make sure you're getting your enchilada. You look like you're working on your Star Fortress, and I applaud you for that. I'm working on it too, but like, I don't know. It's more important that you work on your empire. Oh, gosh. Yeah. That would be my suggestion as to kind of where to head to next. Is you got a couple teams that you can finish, like JKR and especially CLS. And then start working on your Imperial Troopers, working towards your Executor. And then as soon as you have that Razor Crest finished, just go all in on your Executor. But in the meantime, that'll kind of give you a foot in the door to JML. And so you'll have your next kind of farm set up for all of this year. Ugh. Finish Ray and go for Executor, or should I do the Revenant Team Relics? Yeah, I think I just kind of answered your question. But like, you could start working on the Executor stuff immediately, and in that case I would work on Piet first and finish some Imperial troopers to go with him. But like honestly, like you're not gonna get anywhere until you get your Razor Crest, and so you know, keep just working on some teams. I'd say, especially CLS, because CLS will carry you so hard through Conquest. It'll carry you in Proving Grounds as well. It can do some Proving Ground stuff. Obviously, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren can carry a lot of your Proving Grounds as well. But CLS is so good in so many different spots in the game. So 10-10 echelon stars. I had to pick up my jaw from the floor. Oh heck yeah, dude. Yeah, seriously, Lefty using up all of his 2024 luck. Okay, really quick, I'm just gonna throw something on real quick. I don't know what. We don't quite have enough for a Conquest battle. Did someone knock us down? No one's knocked us down. Gosh dang it. I mean, that's a Rey with no ultimate. That'll be mildly entertaining, right, guys? So we're gonna go best case scenario. Something like that. And then we'll have stacking offense because these guys get tons of buffs. Okay. I'm going to throw this on because I need a second. I'm going to throw it on just for fun. 2 times speed, so it gives me a little more time. I can smell something burning in my apartment. I'm going to go check that out real quick, and then we'll get right back into roster reviews. Honestly, this actually isn't doing bad. I'm actually kind of impressed. Then again, it is using gas, so like... Oh, there goes everyone. Get some foresight up. Solid damage, not bad, not bad. Yeah, without Anakin, we're not doing much here. Play it through, play it through. Interesting, the buff dispels before the attack on her? That's actually really good to know. Oh, hello. I want to try that. I want to try that bad. Okay, let's see. Help him out. Let him cook. He's burning down the house. Top Spotify artist should be a requirement for roster review. Lol. Okay, we're gonna do this. I wasted 50 crystals just for fun to try this out. What is up with the Armorer? This is such an odd team. Is this just to kill SLKRs? Is that what this is for? That was the wrong ability. I didn't realize she was blinded. Dang, they were just keeping Anakin locked down. Yeah. Those counterattacks are brutal. So she's actually down the toilet because of her can't evade if foresight. Mechanic, these my Ahsoka gets dodged so often against non-foresight characters. I don't know, actually. I don't use her almost at all. Gosh, Gas slaps like a wet noodle when he's not in 501st. Oh yeah, savior mechanic is right. I miss the old Gas. Yeah, fair. Dude, pre-nerf Gas was insane. I watched, like, literally that was the nerf, the great nerf was, like, right when I started playing the game. And so, like, I don't actually know much about that area, but, like, watching old videos of it, I'm like, dude, this is so beautiful to watch. Oh, now it's all... Yep. 2 days before the nerf. That's so sad. That's depressing. Okay, we are back to our roster reviews. We had a little fun. We're back. Let me pop up my Discord again. Klogot, I've also seen you in our roster review section quite a bit, and just we haven't gotten to you. So I'm glad we're getting to you. Dude, I cannot wait for this week. I'm just so excited to be in Grand Arena again. Also, I hope I end up seeing you. Hold on, 2983. We're getting out of here for a second. Hold on. Klogot, yeah, Klogot. Are you here in the chat? I don't want to talk about it. Okay, I'm a little ahead of you on my skill rating. Dang it. I was hoping that we'd be closer. So these are the kind of guys that I'll be going up against. Let's take a look at someone near me real quick while we wait to see if Klogot's in the chat. Okay, so 5 GLs. Scythe. All 3 GL ships. I don't want to be in Kyber. I want to be in Kyber, but I don't want to be in Kyber. Oh, let's check one more guy next to me just to see what it looks like. Leviathan. Oh, I have a feeling it's going to be an interesting Grand Arena. 4 GLs, which isn't as bad, but Leviathan and Executor, which means I would have to bring my Executor on offense, and then my Executor is going to be an easy clap. Gosh, it's going to be a rough Grand Arena, guys. I'm so excited, but so nervous. I could just get stomped for the entirety of this time. I'm not seeing Klogot, so we'll come back to Klogot if we see him in the chat. But Arctic Gaming, are you here? I just saw Arctic Gaming post in the chat, so I'm sure Arctic Gaming's here. Okay, yeah, we'll go to Arctic Gaming for now. We'll jump back to Klogot if we see him. I think we did a roster review not too long ago for your Arctic Gaming. Just had a roster review about a week ago. I just promoted Bronze Team, so I was looking to discuss Grand Arena with my roster at its current state. At its current state, okay. Tasty Teddy, I bought the Conquest Plus because I have the ability to do almost all tiers of proving grounds right now. And so it allows me to basically farm up Ben really quick, as well as Scythe. And so I was going to get the Conquest Pass anyways, and so I was like, I'll drop the extra $20 for the extra proving grounds. So 4 million GP, very nice. You need a relic that Wampa, buddy. Okay, Um, 1, 2, 3. Where's 4 and 5? 4, 5. Okay. Working on it. Don't have raid currency like you do. Yeah, okay, fair. I mean, I do get a significant amount of raid currency from my current guild. Yeah, Klogod, where are you? Exactly, Dank. Maybe, Dank, if you super chat, he'll see it. You never know. Let's see. A Savage that's not Relict either. Those are your two next characters that you gotta get up. I'm sure I mentioned that last week. But as for, like, dividing for what you're using... I know. I'm sorry. I know I'm going over things that you've probably already heard once. But... Okay, so if you can find it, Finn Zeta, in the next 24 hours, drop it. ASAP. Also, it hurts that you put the Jedi Training Ray, Zeta for her lead. Okay. But yeah, if you can drop that Finn Zeta, that'll help you a lot on your defense. Where's your first order again? Do you have any Zetas? For Grand Arena. This is how I would separate your stuff. Do Jedi Training Ray with BB-8, Holdo. Honestly, even this low of a gear of R2-D2 can still make it really annoying if you have a fast R2-D2. But Ray, BB-8, and then Holdo, and then honestly, whoever you want to put in for the other two slots, you can. So the Smugglers, they have synergy together. But you basically, I would put Jedi Training Ray on. Basically, I just put your Resistance on defense. That's what I do, just because it makes life easy to, not worry about them, because their synergies are kind of weird and wonky. But yeah, so I'd probably put JTR, BB-8 with Holdo, Smugglers, and then I would do Finn, Resistance Heroes, Rose, and Zori is how you're supposed to split it up. But obviously you need the Finn Zeta for that. So without the Finn Zeta, you can still do things with that, but it gimps the viability a lot. So, but that's kind of how you do those teams specifically, and I would just throw them both on defense. First order, I'd take on offense, for the simple reason that you can also use this to clean up a Darth Revan team fairly easily. Kylo Ren, these teams in general are just good for offense. That's what I used for offense for a long time. Obviously, your CLS is offense. Your bounty hunters are offense. Shall I get through Darth Revans, if at all? So basically, if you want a way to get through Darth Revans, use your CLS. You're gonna have to tactical two-shot it. Let's see where are you right now? You said you're Bronzium. Yeah, so if you run into a CLS, your best bet is going to be CLSing, trying to kill Revan and Bastila, and then you can bring in Phasma for an easy cleanup for Malak. Or if you want to use something a little bit more expensive, you can use Kylo Ren Unmasked, who can also clean up a Malak. Alternatively, if you're looking for more damage on offense, you can always use Hux's lead and get a solid damaging team. So yeah, typically Resistance is what I put on defense, and then First Order is what I suggest putting on offense. Starkiller definitely needs to be up there, but okay, so Bronzium, how many teams do you need? Hey, Sovereign Winter, good to see you. Little BP. Okay, Arctic Gaming, how many teams do you need in Bronzium? I can't remember. 5. I've got the Phoenix Rex on me, so that's 1. Yes, yeah, Wampa, get up, absolutely, yeah, and his Savage, yeah, 100%. The Wampa and Savage, they kind of know. We talked last week about what they need to get up. Do you have Geo's Watt ready? Geos. Yep, your Geos are Watt ready. Okay. Orange back. And your ships. Well, your ships are probably in various amounts of disarray. Yep, you're working on your enchilada. Good to see. Okay. So you need 5 teams. Where's your Empire? Okay. So you've got 1 team, or you can divide it with, Star Killer if you have the stuff for it, but Star Killer isn't going to add much at gear 8 with no Omicron. So you got 1 team right there for offense. That's definitely an offense team. You have 2 for offense. 3 and 4 for offense. And CLS 5 for offense. And then you're going to want 1 cleanup team at least. So we're going to say Rebels so the Phoenix team. So then you can throw an Akbar team on defense. You can throw all your resistance on defense as a Zori team and a JTR team. You've got a Dash Rendar, Queel, L3, IG-11, basically just a Dash Rendar team that you can use for offense or defense. It works for both. Every time I see always stow me on Radis. I mean, Radis isn't bad. Yeah, so you've got a lot of what you can do with the teams that you have. You have a solid amount of teams for what you're working with. It's just kind of getting things down. Mara Jade at 252. I mean, that'll get you Geos at least. But yeah, so I would say throw your resistance on defense. Throw an Akbar team on defense. Considering how many offensive teams that you can throw out. Geos on defense. They're an STD team. And then if you're really worried about your defense, throw out your Scoundrel team. Or throw out your, what team is it? Your Phoenix. Danklord, my brother. You said him since he's gear 6, lol. Somehow I've returned. Worst line in any Star Wars movie. But yeah, it looks like you have a lot here that you can use. You can also throw, if you don't know the kit very well, instead of throwing Phoenix or Scoundrels on defense, you can throw First Order on defense if you don't know the kits very well. Darth Revan team should be offense nowadays. It depends on where you are. If you're like in Carbonite or Bronzium, you can throw it on defense fairly well. But anything from Chromium up, you're going to go offense because he can be Imperial Troopered really easy, especially in 5v5. So definitely an offensive team nowadays. But yeah, so hopefully that helps you kind of build out your teams just a wee bit. Get an idea of where you can put things. But yeah, you should be fine. Make sure you calculate your zones. Look at my video from a couple days ago for calculating your defense and put your heaviest defense in front of whichever zone so you can try and get as many holds as possible. But yeah, Jedi Revan is always a offensive team. If you throw them on defense, I will Imperial Trooper that every single day. So make sure that you are putting Jedi Knight Revan on offense. Yeah, it used to be Darth Revan was the defensive team, Jedi Knight Revan was the offensive team. Now they're both offensive teams at this point, basically, until you get Malagus, of course, in which case, defensive team till you get to Kyber, and then at that point, offensive team once again. So, yeah. But yeah, there's kind of a breakup of what you can do with some of these teams. you know, you got a lot here that you can kind of play around with, and you have plenty of teams to run. Try to have 6 teams at least for offense and 6 solid teams for offense, and then throw everything on defense. Throw everything else on defense. So. Let's take a look at our next person. I'm guessing Klogot still hasn't gotten back to us. So we're going to head up over to Lefty Roper. You here? Yeah, no problem, Arctic Gaming. You have any other questions at all, or does that at least help you kind of get an idea? Without it like right in front of me, I can't really be like, ah, yes, put it like this or anything. But I mean, that should at least give you an idea of what you can throw on defense and what you can throw on offense. Con, he's decently fast. Should I still leave him for offense? I still stick my Darth Revan on defense with Talon. So the problem with sticking him on defense with Talon is it does increase his speed, but she doesn't have any abilities that cause him to like gain turn meter or anything. I don't think, because it's all hers is all based off of damage, isn't it? Here, we'll go into Lefty Roper's stuff just to look at it real quick. So first of all, if you're going to use Darth Revan on defense, he needs to be fast. You do have him fast. He's not great fast, though. Let's find Talon. There's Talon. Yeah, you don't have the Zeta that she needs, and so we're going to go over and check the Zeta. But I'm pretty sure the Zeta says that she only... Is it on receiving damage or giving damage? I cannot remember. Because Talon is one of those characters that I haven't used almost at all. Or rather, I haven't read her stuff almost at all. I missed the old gas. JM, you... Oh, okay, I went up in chat. I'm like, JM, you're still going on about this? Okay, that makes more sense. Whenever the leader is damaged, all allies gain 5% turn meter. So yeah, like, yeah, I guess. But like, Darth Revan's only going to gain 5% turn meter out of that, because you kill everyone else first. Plus also, where's Darth Revan? Darth Revan's leadership ability does not apply at all to regular Sith. Additionally, you miss out on 50% critical damage because Sith Empires are not, all allies are not Sith Empire. So you're missing out on critical damage, and Talon doesn't actually benefit from any of this. So. Nothing, JM. I accidentally clicked on the chat. Apparently it scrolled up, and it scrolled back to the part where it said, I missed the old gas. And I was like, wait, you're still on this? No, I was just being dumb. But yeah, Talon is better for Traya 100%, and kind of gimps Darth Revan a little bit. So that would be my suggestion, is to keep, her away from him. But she's great on offense with him to basically boost his potential. You'll see Arnold do it on his free-to-play quite often. I don't do it very often because I have a fully done Sith Empire, and so in general, Sith Empire is usually better. Darth Revan and Fallen Vassal on offense, a 2-man a lot of teams. Yeah, it's true. Darth Revan, because of his battlefield control, if you take first turn, you can do a lot with him. Sith Empire Trooper, 100%. HK isn't required for anything. HK is the first person you drop when you get characters. Sith Empire Trooper is required for things. Sith Empire Trooper can go with Sith Eternal. Sith Empire Trooper can go with Traya. He has a home no matter where you put him. HK no longer has a home anywhere. So I would 100% rather have you relic Sith Empire Trooper than a relic HK. Although, if you are putting him on defense, HK actually might not be bad, because HK does make it more complicated to Imperial Trooper, just because of his Zeta. But that doesn't mean he's great. It just means he's mildly annoying. That's the only thing. Which I should not have done, so I'm left with him. I mean, ultimately, you can throw HK with Sortie. You can throw him with, General Grievous. So you can't put him in a home if you're worried about him. But, like, honestly, I wouldn't go past from wherever you put him at. Yeah, DR, two-man punch up against Geos. Yeah, it's great. Malik can solo all kinds of stuff. Yeah, HK also won't work when you get Malgus because he doesn't have a Sith tag. Exactly. Okay, we're back to, let's check. We got, sorry, for some reason I'm blanking. This is Lefty Roper, that's right, Lefty Roper. Lefty Roper, last farm was Finalizer until I bought the Lightspeed bundle. Now I'm going for Executor and Negotiator. Interesting, a Negotiator farm. You have General Skywalker, never mind. Loving Iden Versio Troopers at Gear 11. Lower, she can get max manners against Mon Mothma teams, even with Kyle and High Relics. Heck yeah. Yeah, they have a ton of anti-rebels and anti-attack out of turn stuff, especially in Grand Arena. So they're awesome. Let's take a look at this account though. So you have 2 GLs with no ultimates. That's interesting. So definitely finish your ultimates. Yeah. Whichever ultimate you will prefer to have, finish it. I honestly would probably get Rey's first, as much as I don't like Rey. It's just she's the better defensive Galactic Legend, and so that way you have an offensive, and a defensive, and the defensive can't be killed by gas. You're sticking on Kylo? I mean, if you need a better offense, 100% go for Kylo. It's just Rey is a better defense, and that keeps her from being killed by gas, so that's why I would suggest him. Or her, rather. Ugh, the Rey tier is awful, dude. A lot of it is just balancing that health back and forth for, what is it called? Sudden Whirlwind. If you have a Relic C-3PO, there's a strat that uses a Relic C-3PO that has a better win rate. But if you know what you're doing, you can get a 100% win rate with BB-8. I got it down to the point where I didn't drop a battle after I figured it out. Honestly, SLKR, ult is technically better, but considering this is your defensive Galactic Legend, I'd rather have you have a, defensive Galactic Legend that's solid, because, like, SLKR can still put in some serious work without his ultimate, and Sith Eternal you already have as an offensive Galactic Legend, so honestly, yes, SLKR's is better, but Rey, you're going to want a defensive Galactic Legend so you can get holds and push above your weight class. Okay. Let's buckle down, check through your roster. Okay. So, Mara Jade. 339. It's in that sweet spot. I like to see it. Darth Revan, yours was 3-something, 314? Yeah, 314. Piet, I would like to see a faster. Guess who Sleepy used Finn instead of still got the dub yesterday. Oh, that hurts my soul, but I'm glad you still got the dub, dude. Yeah, I would like to see a faster Piet, but, like, even with your roster right now, like, with this Piet, as long as you have... I'm actually not seeing it. Hold on. This might be the first thing that I tell you to do. Yeah, you have a Relic 5 Dark Trooper. Yeah, so, like, even right now, with your current modding of your current characters, let me double check so I'm not crazy. Yeah, with your current modding of your current characters, you could kill your own Darth Revan on defense. Easy. With just your Imperial Troopers. And so, like, if that doesn't show you why you should keep him on offense versus defense, I mean, you can do it even with this Piet who is slower than Revan. Obviously, you wouldn't be able to do it if you had Talon on the team because of the plus 20 speed, but most people don't have a Piet that's only 300 speed. If they're being competitive, they have 330 to 350 on Piet. So, Mara Jade, I love to see the speed. Oh, we forgot to check for a damage fall off because I got distracted by Imperial Troopers. Apparently, I just can't speak today. Yeah, so it doesn't look like too bad of a mod fall off. It looks like, You could use some better mods overall, but your mods aren't like falling off hardcore. So keep working on your mods. I would like to see Rex much higher than where he is right now. I would like to see Admiral Piet above your Darth Revan. I would also like to see your Resistance Hero Finn a little faster. 283 is respectable, but you know, you want him in the 300s by far. Okay. You have a gas. Relic yourself a Magna Guard and drop the Zeta on New Gunray, and you will have a JML counter right there. That is literally like, you know, that's what, 3 relic levels and a Zeta, and you have a JML counter? Like, who would say no to that? Speed creep still surprised me. Everyone 300 speed was revolutionary, and seeing initial Ray and SLK kits were based 300. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, speed has become such an important thing over the years. I think it's interesting. I hear some... I've talked to a couple people who are like... ever since mods came to the game is dead, and it's just not fun anymore. And so I quit way back then, and I'm like, are you really? Because like you go and play like Marvel Strike Force, and it just becomes a nightmare of like you just have to have the newest counter, because you know nothing can be influenced by yourself. It's just either the team beats it or the team doesn't. And so, like, it's really unfortunate because it means you just have to chase the meta constantly. Whereas with this game, I can just mod my, you know, Mara Jade really well, and I can swing up to all kinds of teams with them. So, yeah, Datacrons did kind of ruin the game. I will give you that. I say kind of. Datacrons made the game 50% worse. But, yeah. Mods, I don't think at all were a bad thing. I think it really puts this game ahead of other games by 100% margins. Okay, so you have... Just going through... Okay, you have a Relic 7 with your Qui-Gon Jinn, the Omi. Solid work there. Your 501st is done. Proud of you there. Let's check your... Solid. How's your ships looking? Because honestly, your account looks pretty dang good. Short of, you know, working on some mods. Like, you even finished your Imperial Troopers with a Relic 5 Dark Trooper. I love to see that. Finish your General Grievous, obviously, is what we talked about. But let's check your ships. Not the ships. Don't go there. Would have been speed secondaries. Wild, I know. Not the this mentality when I spend 3 hours remodding the whole roster. Honestly, though, I actually kind of like remodding. There's nothing like remodding your characters and just getting some solid speed mods on some characters that you didn't have a lot of speed on before. Or like, okay, hold on. I know where you said not the ships. They add a technical aspect to the game, yeah. But like, I know we said we're not gonna look at your ships, so we're gonna obey you, Lefty Roper. We won't take a look at your ships for the next 30 seconds while I show you guys this. Like, I just finished modding today with a buddy of mine. We were sitting there, I was like, oh shiz, I gotta finish modding this before 5v5, because now that I have them relicked, my speeds are all wonky, and so I have to fix that. And I fixed it. And so, after taking some time to mod, it's just so beautiful to watch this team work now that the mods are done. And, like, I love that. It brings a tear to my eye. Because just being able to, you know, watch this team just, you know, be sitting here and just be like, oh, yeah. And I have contract. Whoops. There goes a character. Like, that is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. And the fact that they do it at like 370 speed is hilarious to me in Grand Arena. And so, like, I can just sit here and just absolutely decimate a team now. And I love that so incredibly much. And so, like, getting that beautiful sweet spot of mods is one of the most beautiful things in this game. I very rarely I very rarely fail to clear characters in GAC, but ships kill me every time. Okay, yeah, we can definitely give you some advice on that, 100%. But yeah, so there's something special about mods. It brings a tear to my eye. Well, the game's crashing because they don't want us to show you show your ships on stream, so. Ugh. Dude, I'm already almost 2 water bottles in. My throat is killing me already. This is why I only stream for 3 hours. My ship roster is what crashed your game. Hey Beaver, how does one request a roster? You just joined the stream. Sorry if I asked before. Oh, you're fine, Madness. So there is a link to my Discord in the description. If you join the Discord, going off of Discord first. That's first priority. Obviously, you know, memberships and super chats are first priority, and then Discord, and then the people in the chat is the last priority. And so if you're in the Discord, you can jump over to the roster review channel. Just put in your ally code, and then what you're currently farming, what your past farm is, and what your favorite team is, and we'll get to your ally code, and we'll take a look at your account. If you don't have Discord, you can throw it in the chat, but chat is the last place we look for ally codes at the end of stream, basically. So it's no promises we'll get to you. I can remod one of my accounts. Oh, okay, Justin. Let me guess. You're in one of your accounts, one of your characters is below 180 speed. Let's see. Sorry, that was a little rude, Justin. It's just last time I looked at your accounts, they were busted. I am actually curious what you could possibly need to remod. Although, I've only seen 2 of your... I think you have 4 accounts, right? So, I like this stream. I love Arnold to death, but the stall game is real, and I lose attention too quick. I appreciate it, Exothermic. Thanks. Yeah. I stall a little bit, too, when I'm doing Grand Arena, but I also want to get to roster reviews with you guys, so I make sure that I try to get at least, you know, half my time to you guys for roster reviews. So... last stream I didn't do so well because we did a lot of side tangents and stuff. Okay, so we're looking at your ships. Let's take a look real quick. Sorry, I just want to double check. You have Sith Eternal, Rey, General Skywalker, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. So that means you should have a BTLB Starfighter, and you don't. That's rough, buddy. So there's one of your problems is you don't have a finished negotiator fleet, but yet you have gas. You don't have an enchilada, but it looks like you're working on one. I started talking about that even before I opened this up because I figured if you don't have a BTLB, a little PP. Yeah, your passion project should be your ships. That is a good point. Little PP gang. But yeah, no, like, yeah, it looks like you've been doing passion projects, but you've been neglecting your fleets. I'm gesturing at my screen, but finish. Finish. You're so close. Oh, you're so close. How close is your Razor Crest, buddy? To one big PP. How's your Razor Crest though? 107, 330. So Executor's not in the cards for you just yet. Okay, so you had Sith Eternal. You had SLKR. You had Rey. I don't care about the Radis. The Radis is garbage. You know, you have the fleet. Congratulations. Okay, so I want you to farm Echelon. And I want you to farm a Palpmobile. And I want you to farm a BTLB Y-Wing. and that'll fix your fleets. Honestly, Lefty Roper, it'll come with time. Okay, I don't suggest this to a lot of accounts. I really don't. Do you have your game open right now, Lefty Roper? Because if so, I would like a total count of your Maul shards, your Cat shards, your Scythe shards, your Ben shards, and your Malgus shards. Nothing can fix my little peepee. I think you already fixed your little peepee, didn't you? Because your little peepee was oh, what is his name? Bodhi Rook, and you fixed that by giving him a leader. But yeah, so Lefty Roper, give me a status update on those. Why are we listening to Christmas music? Honestly, I'm feeling something a little bit more bump, and we're gonna listen to a couple Arnold jams in a row. Okay, let's see. But yeah, so you got a couple fleets, you got a couple things you can work on for characters. 75 Ben, 40 Malgus, 40 Maul, 206 Cat, 50 Scythe. Okay. As painful as this might be, I don't know how free to play you are, Lefty Roper, but something that could benefit your account greatly is going to be getting the Conquest Plus pass. Because that will basically, with what you have currently, you need to get your BTLB, obviously, and you're going to work on your Empire, right? Hopefully. Getting the Conquest Plus pass. Yeah, okay, so here's the thing, Lefty Roper. I'm going to give you the key. If you have good mods, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren can beat Ben, Maul, Cat, Scythe, Boba Fett, Scion of Jango, and Razor Crest. Sith Eternal can do TIE Interceptor, and can do the Malgus. And so you have the two Galactic Legends to do all of Proving Grounds. The key with Sith Eternal is you're going to need one character that you probably don't have. Having the plastic money, I guess. You're going to want ult on SLKR, obviously. So maybe not this Proving Grounds, wait till next Proving Grounds. But, dude, congratulations, Danklord. That is a nightmare of a event if you're trying to low gear it. Okay, so you have Bosk. Right here. You need this Relic 3. Beskar Mandalorian to Relic 3. So basically the trick is you drop all the speed off of your Bosk and your Mandalorian while you're in Proving Grounds, and you throw them with Sith Eternal, and all you need is the unique Zeta on Mandalorian. And with Sith Eternal, basically what that means is in the Malgus one, as well as in the, I don't remember what it's called, the TIE Interceptor. Both of those ones, basically your guys will never take a turn, and Boss will just continually taunt forever. And so then you can hit Sith Eternal's ult and then just kill them all. And so get this Mandalorian to Relic 3, give him his unique Zeta, and then get your ult for SLKR, and you'll be able to do every tier of Proving Grounds. You're going to want to get as much speed on your SLKR as possible, though, to make it work great. And the other trick I will tell you is make sure that your First Order officer is slightly faster than your Hux. I don't care if it's a 2-speed difference, just make sure that he is slightly faster. Yeah, dude, yes, cannot imagine doing that. Ugh. But yeah, that's awesome that you got C3PO, dude. Good luck moving all your mods back. I'm so glad that I have utils. It makes my life so much easier. But yeah, so Lefty Roper, considering where your account is and how little you have of those things and how much like a scythe and a TIE interceptor fits in your current fleets that you're trying to build, and the fact that you're already working on your Iden Versio, and like the fact that you have Rey and could use Ben, consider getting the Conquest pass a couple times. You because it's going to be, you know, more helpful to you than almost anyone else. So I don't often suggest something like that to people, but your account is kind of primed for it right now. So, but yeah, so ships is going to be your big thing. I gave you a couple characters earlier on. I want to see your mods get a little better. But honestly, you know, farming your ships, finish your First Order, finish your Galactic Republic, get those solid. Get yourself a Plo Koon to like gear 10. It's going to take you just some raid 1 currency. Super easy. Plo Koon Starfighter, super easy to farm too. But yeah, finish your Galactic Republic. And also, do you already have this? Yeah, so you already have a gear 12 Hunter. And so take this ability 1 more higher, I think it is. It might be 2 higher. But take this ability 2 higher. Grab yourself a BTLB, and you will have an unstoppable Negotiator or Endurance. Endurance with that can actually take down Executor. So work on your Galactic Republic a bit, work on your First Order a bit, get yourself a couple good counters. Make sure you're dumping all your Raid 2 into Negotiator. Who do we got next? Crazy Chicken. Do we have Crazy Chicken in here? Exothermic, you're Crazy Chicken? Oh gosh, it's getting hot in here. Guys, you need to stop being in my room. It's getting hot in my room because of you guys. Yeah, no problem, Lefty Roper. Yeah, have a good night. Open my window. Okay, so... Oh, there it is, Exothermic. I didn't even see that. Last farm was... The Revan Support Lightspeed bundles came out, bought all except Starkiller. Fell backed into a corner and lost interest in the game after it became a gear fest for the 2 teams. So even though I've been playing since 2018, my roster looks like it's 1 year old instead of 6. Best portrait title. Loyal Friend. I don't actually know where you get that one, if I'm being honest. Maybe you can educate me. Do you want me to leave? Sorry, I guess leave your room now. Dank, I believe that you were in my room and I wouldn't know it. Rey's definitely my top character right now. She's so much fun, especially with trying to throw random light side characters in. Currently doing lots of oddball farms, trying to gear Traya, Savage, CLS, starting out the Little Cal. Starting the Shock Clones team for eventual cast while continuing to relic Rey. Side effects mean I can't break past rank 400 in Arena, which Arena isn't too important right now. 100 in ships. Also, getting characters is great, but building them sucks. That's why I have so many half-built or low-star teams that despite ships with a burning passion always struggle for guild-related currency.
Every gun we have, fire on that man.
That's cool. I like that. That's really cool. Yeah, I didn't know about that. Thanks for telling me, Exothermic. You have Rey. You have First Order. You have First order. Okay. So, avoiding out of spite. Fair enough. I mean, the Inquisitorius team is such a stupid farm. I hate it so much in this game. It is literally their way of making it worth, you know, all of the garbage they threw out during that year. They were finally like, fine, we'll give you a really OP character just to make it worth actually farming this. So we're going to give you Riva. I'm just like, you guys are awful. Opposite of a PP. Yeah, fair. I'll have to come up with some way to make that funny. But yes, the opposite of a PP. Is the other thing that I could say. It's probably not appropriate. Okay, so looking at your roster, a BB, a coin slot. Thank you, Danklord, for giving me an out on that one. Okay, so first things first, you need to farm yourself a Zori. It doesn't matter if she's 2-star. Farm yourself a Zori, get yourself the Finn Zeta, and that'll give you a fantastic team to just have lying around. You're going to want to start working on your Enchilada right now, so your Thai Echelon. Obviously, Special Forces to complete this fleet, but Echelon is your big ticket item for this fleet. You're obviously going to go for SLKR next for your next major project. If I were you, just because you already have work into it with the Lightspeed bundles. So it's kind of the most important thing. Looks like you already started on it or was already working on Emperor Palpatine anyways. But yeah, it looks like you have a lot of partial project, obviously. Enchilada is a cacophony to my ears. I know, it's rough having to farm fleets. Fleets are rough, but fleets are one of the most important parts of the game. And honestly, the moment that you fully finish a fleet, I think is the moment that ships finally make sense and are fun to people, is the moment they have a fully coherent fleet. So like a fully done finalizer with like a 5-star finalizer with an Enchilada is honestly going to help you enjoy fleets a lot more, because you'll have your first solid offensive fleet. Because who cares about defense? It's all about, having fun on offense with fleets. And so having your first coherent fleet 100% made it so I actually started enjoying fleets. Another one, 2-star, get him. Yeah, get yourself a Rex at 2 stars. Additionally, I know there's a lot to farm to try and catch up. Fast track for where you want to go is go over to, you can go in my Discord. I don't know how many people you get responses out of, just because my Discord's pretty small still. But go over to my Discord, go over to Arnold's Discord. His link will be on his YouTube as well. Nooch's Discord, any of the major streamers' Discords, and hop into their guild, looking for guild stuff, and find yourself a guild that's currently doing dark side Geo, and get these Geos up to Watt ready, and go help out a guild that's like active. And just getting Watt ready Geos will get you into a solid guild that's working on that, and so that'll get you some solid rewards no matter what you're doing. Hey, Swigo Gameplay, welcome. And so that's what I would suggest, is keep working towards first order. Get yourself an Enchilada, get that Finn Zeta and a 2-star Zori, and make that into a team. I've got some videos on how to break up your Lightspeed bundles into teams. Go watch those if you're trying to figure out how to do things. Get yourself a 2-star Rex and throw that with your Phoenix. So basically just kind of take advantage of some of the teams you already have farmed, and take advantage of what you already have. And finish up what you already have. It's kind of the big thing that I'm emphasizing here while you're working for your SLKR. And get yourself into a better guild. If you're struggling for currencies, getting yourself into a better guild is always great. If you can weasel your way into a really high-end guild, that's great. But even just getting yourself into an active, solid guild is going to help a ton. Your mods are actually looking pretty solid, which, I mean, doesn't surprise me with how old your account is. Let's take a look. There's a little bit of a fall off. If you want some help with the new mod stuff, with the new filters and everything, I've got a couple videos on my channel for modding characters. Will help a ton. But yeah, so that would be my suggestion: is finish your first order fleet, get your enchilada. Honestly, having your first offensive fleet is going to help you enjoy the game a lot more. Keep working towards your first order and just kind of fill in some holes for your teams. I'm doing good, so we go gameplay. My throat's starting to die on me already. I'm supposed to get off in like 15 minutes, but I want to try and squeeze in just, you know, at least a couple more of these roster reviews. Also, sorry, I was taking a drink. Exothermic. General rule of thumb: depending on how many energy refreshes you're doing daily, try to always leave like at least 200 energy from your farms to use on gear. Try not to farm too much outside of your current farms, otherwise you're gonna end up just like I've seen a lot of accounts where they're just like, oh, I want to farm this character, I want to farm this character, and they're going for shards so much they never finish any of them, and they end up kind of just losing interest in the game. And so, like, I can understand, like, going for a character like, you know, I don't know, Gas, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, something like that, where it's a personal, you know, it's a passion project, you really enjoy the character and you want to get it. But spreading out too much is going to end up killing your will to live, and that's ultimately what you want to preserve when you're playing this game, is your will to live. So the more you can stay focused, the more fun you're going to have, and the faster you'll get to your passion projects. Oh, thanks for joining us during your break, so go gameplay. But yeah, so like, only have a couple farms going at a time for each type of energy. Try not to spread yourself out too far, and kind of keep to your current farms and finish what you currently have. Okay. Let's see. Squizzy, you still here? Okay. Give me like 10 seconds, Squizzy. We're gonna throw. Is it worth continuing to relic Ray or begin the Cal farm? Cal can be done by Cantina battles, and so it takes away from your Ray farm. I highly suggest getting Ray to relic 7 as fast as you can to make it easier on you to finish the ultimate, because her with her ultimate, any GL with their ultimate is kind of the priority as soon as you get them. So I would finish that first, because overall the ultimate and having a higher relic Ray is going to help you more than just having Cal on the team. So I would continue to relic her and go for the ult, to answer your question, Exothermic. We're going to throw Kelleran back at another team just for fun, while I run to the bathroom for 10 seconds. I wish we could find a so-so SLKR. Okay, we give him gas again. Let's try it again. Okay, I will be right back to you, Squizzy. I'm just gonna run to the bathroom real quick, and then I will hit Squizzy and the goat, and I think I'm gonna call it there because I do gotta get going here pretty soon. Dang. No Kylo Ren. One day we'll get to the point where we absolutely obliterate a Kylo Ren. But honestly, we could try something. It would require me remodding. Hold on, guys. Also, should I do Zori, Krex, Enchilada before the clones, Trey, and Savage? Give me just 1 second. Oh yeah, yeah. So the vote ended with a 50% wanting me to relic up Keller and Beck. So we now have a relic 7 Keller and Beck. So yeah, I was only gonna take him up to relic 5, but then our viewers were like, take him up higher, and so I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I got the stuff on me. So yeah, I did it. I took it up. So we'll have some fun with it. I'll do some remodding and doing some funky stuff and see if we can't have some extra fun with them. But it requires that I remod my my Anakin from Qui-Gon. Yeah. So we're gonna have some fun with Keller and Beck here pretty soon. Okay, exothermic real quick. Here's the deal. If you have an Omicron ready, finish Savage right now. If not, do all the other stuff first. Because ultimately they're not great unless you have the Omicron. And you get Omicrons at a very slow rate. And so since you just hopped back in, probably not going to have a whole lot of Omicrons. I would do all the other stuff first. Unless you have a Omicron ready for Savage right this moment. Because one, you have 3 Omis ready. Well, okay. Krex, Captain Rex, Zori, and Savage. That'll give you a 1-person team with Savage if you can get him to Relic 5. He can take down CLS, he can take down General Grievous, he can take down any team that doesn't have good synergy. He's great in so many different places. So that'll give you a team right there. And then Zori's going to be really good for you. And then Krex is going to be really good for you. Not Wampa. Wampa is only at 5-star. Definitely do those 3. So there's where your 3 next Omicrons should be. Gear 9 works great exothermic. If you want to take them to Gear 11, you can. It will cost Kyrotex. But Gear 9 will still get you work. Same with Zori. So both of those are going to do you good work at Gear 9. Take them up as much as you want because they're going to be fantastic teams. But like right now, I'm using my Rex at Gear 10, I believe, because that's the lowest you can, or the highest you can take them without using Kyrotex. I'm using Zori at Gear 9, and I'm still getting holds. So take them up as much as you want without over investing in them. But they're great characters; they'll be usable until the end game. So if you want to take them up to relic levels, I'm not going to fault you for it. So. Go back in time. Honestly, a Gear or a 2-star Zori is going to get you so much work. So don't even worry about the fact that you didn't do it. I got a buddy who wasn't around for the Zori event either. Just farmed Zori, and also Zori's going to be double drop farmable here pretty soon, if I recall correctly. I'm pretty sure it's going to be this month that she's double drop farmable. Might be next month, but either way. Okay, let's see. Squizzy here. Squizzy, you okay? Okay, are you okay, Squizzy? That's not right. I definitely clicked on Squizzy. Why did you not give me Squizzy? Yeah, no problem, dude. Yeah, Madness, there you go. Madness just said Zori will be double drop farmable on January 12th. Most likely. It might be within a week of that, but yeah. Oh... Not that I'm actually jealous of, Uwu Gideon, but, like, still, the fact that you are high enough that you can get Uwu Gideon. Oh. I'm into my 3rd water bottle of the day, or of the... Yeah, I mean, like, look at him, dude. Of course I'm gonna call him Uwu Gideon. Do you see the cat ears? Like, come on. It is Uwu Gideon. Xeno, right now. Not actually. You just passed it. It's any time between territory wars and or between territory battles. So, like, yesterday would have been the perfect time to switch. Not tomorrow, but the next day would be the next best time to switch. So basically during territory war week. Weeb Gideon. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. You said just got JML working on Leia, then Profundity with Riva unlock next territory battle. Empire is your favorite. Okay. Like to see a 350 cat, but that is still a solid cat. 350 just makes it so it's much harder for people to tactical two-shot it. How to switch guild without heartbreak. I think you meant to type that into Google. I don't know. I mean, honestly, if you find a better guild, a lot of your guildmates will understand in general. So it's not like they're going to feel betrayed or anything. And I still keep in contact with my old guildmates quite often. In fact, I'm still an admin in my last guild Discord server, and I check in with them and see how they're doing. Yeah, Xeno, you go down. It'll help. Okay, so you just got JML. You already got Jedi Knight Cal, which is sexy. With Riva unlocked next territory battles, you have Inquisitorius done then? Okay, so yeah, you're working on it hard. You're not just leaving it to your guild. I like you already. I hate people that do that. AP gains. I mean, what? No, like, honestly, if you're helping your guild, I love you forever. Because too many people just don't help their guild at all. Relegate Dark Troopers, sexy to see. Gotta say. Okay. So, Squizzy, are you just looking for holes here? Because I'm sure that your mods are great considering where you're at in the game. Yeah, the fact that I just went down 4 layers and I still have over 137 additional speed. I'm not worried about your mods. Okay. Let's take a look. Okay, first hole. Maudalorians. I know you're using Maul with your Lord Vader, and you're probably a Lord Vader lovers. But, I mean, would you rather have a GL and a Lord Vader, or a GL and a GL killer, or would you rather just have a GL? So Maudalorians would be one I would consider. I know a lot of people don't like the discussion when it comes up, but Maudalorians might be a great one for you. So you currently have these Galactic Legends, which means I need to see... get yourself a Zori team. Get that Finn Zeta on there. Don't want to gear Gar, as it will hurt my profundity counter. Where's my shit? You have Leviathan, okay. That's a rough pickle to be in. I guess it really just depends on what you want out of the characters you have. Okay, let's check your ships real quick just to make sure. Yeah, I mean, not as important as for you as other people. Yep, done. I love what you've done with your off-meta fleets. I'm just saying, like you are solid in off meta, and I love that. You said you're working towards profundity. Relic your Geos. I know that's not the best team in general, but relicking your Geo pilots is going to give you another profundity counter, so you can have the confidence to get your Maldalorians up. So that might be something to think about, is just getting Malevolence finished to be able to give you another profundity counter. Zori, drop the Finn Zeta and the Zori, doesn't matter what part of the game you're in, that's going to get you holds. I like the 6-star, but like, drop the Zetas. I know we're all poor on Zetas, but let's see. So you said that you are going to Leia and then Reva. Yeah, I'm hurting for Zetas. Fair. Even if you just drop the Finn Zeta, like, honestly, that's all it takes to start the team, and that gives you another defensive team or another offensive team. But I prefer to throw them on defense, because either people will waste so much on a Zori team because they're terrified of them, or they will underestimate the fact that you have a Gear 9 Zori and get absolutely stomped. And either way, it's hilarious for me. Exothermic, I've heard that a lot recently, of hurting for Omegas more than Zetas. Consider getting yourself an Aura Sing. You have the Zamwessel Omicron, you have Bosk, you have Grief and Mando. Consider getting yourself an Aura Sing, even if it's Gear 12. You dial in these speeds, you can pull off a lot of stupid stuff at the stuff you have right here. Your 501st looked sexy, if I recall correctly. Yep, your 501st is fine. Your Bad Batch is fine. First Order, I don't really care because of where you are in the game at the moment. You have the Qui-Gon Omi. Dude, they made so much off that frickin' Zeta event they did not too long ago. Love to see this. Such a slept-on faction. Three Jedi that you could immediately take up. 4 Jedi that you could immediately take up. Juhani, get her up to relic level, drop her Omicron on her for Territory Wars if you're feeling generous towards your guild. Barisafi relict for literally any Jedi team. Joe Lee could be thrown with JML to make some trouble. Jedi Knight Revan, you can get up to get yourself a SLKR counter, so then you'd have a Malgus counter, an SLKR counter, and a GL. So you can work on some of your Jedi to be able to kind of split it up better for yourself. Where are they? Am I blind? Oh yeah, Mon Mothma. I figured you wouldn't have the Zetas on her. Consider getting her the Zetas, just so that way you can put together that team. I'm not seeing a... Am I blind? I might be entirely blind. It's entirely possible. Hold on. There she is. Cara Dune. And a Zeta right there. So that's 3 Zetas right there to make a team immediately. So, like, it looks like you have a lot of spots that you could just throw in just to kind of make some more teams. And you'd get some solid teams that you could use in a lot of cases. So you could, like, finish up your Zetas. You could... Or Zeta. Finish up your Jedi. Finish up your Bounty Hunters. Finish up your Maldalorians. And then get yourself a Mon Mothma team. Looks like you got a solid Grievous team lying around. You can relic up your Geos for your fleets to give yourself another profundity counter. Besides that, it's just kind of GL farming that you're looking at. But those would be my suggestion for side farms. Honestly, the Jedi are probably the biggest thing for me. If you can get some of your Jedi up and just split up your Jedi more efficiently, that's like 3 extra teams just by farming 4 characters. So, CG, please. But yeah, so it looks like you're already doing some solid work with what you have in front of you. So those are just some suggestions to kind of fill some holes. You don't have a ton of holes, and a lot of what you're doing is just going to be going and getting stuff. But yeah, the Jedi and the Zori are probably the things that I'm seeing being slept on the most on this account. The rest is doing really solid. Also, the Jedi wouldn't really require many Zetas. Neither would most of, what I suggested. There's only a couple things here that would require some solid Zetas to get working. Like the Mon Mothma, obviously. So, hopefully that helps, dude. I know you got kind of a lot here. I dream with 1,000 Zetas every night. But yeah, so Profundity counter, you can do it with the Malevolence if you relic your Geos. Get them up to some solid relic levels. I know not everyone loves that. But it would open up your Mandalorians a little bit. And then Zori, don't sleep on her. Drop the Finn Zeta. That's all you really need to start getting stuff worked out. Then you got 4 Jedi you can work on. Overall, this account looks pretty much at endgame, so it's all just kind of filling in the holes. Swapping from Afra to do, or from Jabba to do Afra. I mean, if you're, I don't know, like, Afra's good. It's just, she doesn't have quite as much viability now as she did when she had her Datacrons. And, like, trying to farm her now to get Datacrons, just, you're going to end up, catching the tail end of it. It's the problem with Datacrons is you can't really catch them right. But yeah, I mean, she's not a bad thing. Especially if you're pretty far off Jabba, like, her team's great in so many ways. Oh, the royal sausage. Absolutely beautiful. But yeah, hopefully that helps you a bit, Squizzy. I know your roster's getting pretty full. I mean, after all, you're in Kyber too. And like a lot of what you're going to need are just more Galactic Legends. But yeah. The GOAT, are you still here? Okay, GOAT, you said, finishing SLKR, I have Ray, but I can't seem to consistently beat the ult event. That's rough, yeah, that's true. A Relic 7 does help, especially because the interaction between 10% max health increase with Lifeblood being at 25% of her health does make a significant chunk of stuff. Bodhi check. Yeah, Squizzy, did you have Bodhi? It's the ultimate test to see if you're Kyber 1 worthy. Rogue One. Okay, my throat is really dying. No Bodhi. Sad. Hey, look, you bought the Hyperdrive bundle. Okay. Let's see. Do you have... What do you have in here? Do you have a... Where's Rebel? Or Resistance works too. You do have a Relic C-3PO. Hold on, let me check. There's something people keep suggesting. What is it? Let me see if I can find this really quick for you, buddy. Hold on. Not there. Let's try here. Here we go. The all-in on Finn guide. So if you're struggling with the Rey Ultimate, you do have a Relic C-3PO. Go look up the all-in or on Finn guide. It's a guide that apparently has a really good win rate, but it does require a good C-3PO. So go take a look at that. Because I don't have, at the time, I didn't have a good C-3PO, and I was kind of focusing on trying not to use C-3PO and R2 at all throughout the thing, just because I knew a lot of the Lightspeed bundle users were not going to have C-3PO or R2. So if you're struggling with the Rey Ultimate, consider looking at the All In on Finn guide. Terra apparently swears by it. So 100% go take a look at that. Yeah, dude, testing to get the way that I do it, literally, until I got it down, I think I wasted 420 tickets trying to test for you guys, and it's painful. But yeah. Okay, and then you're not sleeping on Zori, but do you have the Finn Zeta? Yeah, so you need the Finn Zeta ASAP to get that second team going, especially because you already have the Zori Zetas. 100% you need to throw that Finn Zeta ASAP. That'll get you wins in Conquest. That'll get you holds on GAC defense. Drop that Finn Zeta. 1 Zeta to get, like, I got 4 holds in a Rhodium 1 last week. Like, drop the Finn Zeta. Well, it's 200 until I use that guide. So hey, here, bro, rack up 100 dots and save me the match because they wouldn't stop targeting him. Jeez. But yeah, drop the Finn Zeta 100%. That's something that needs to be dropped on as soon as possible. Let's get back to your roster reviews just so I can see what what you said you're working on. So Finn Zeta definitely is the need one. That's the solvent for your ult, is try out that other guide, because mine's meant for people who don't have C3PO at all. And so it's to teach them like the basics of how to balance Rey's health and all that kind of thing. I'm farming Darth Revan on the back burner, going for Malak after. Jedi Knight Luke almost done as well. Just wondering where I should start heading after. Love Rey right now just because the first GL. Let's see what you have. So, natural next step is obviously going to be SLKR for your next Galactic Legend. If you're close to Jedi Knight Luke, I highly suggest relicking your Jedi Knight Revan. Relic 5 him. Throw him as your leader with Jedi Knight Luke. Bastila Shan, Hermit Yoda, and then you already have Old Ben. That'll give you an SLKR counter that's non-GL. But yeah, I would say, considering what you purchased, right? Yeah. So, SLKR and Executor would be your next 2 farms, I would say, 100%. Because you're almost to the Executor with the Razor Crest and the stuff you purchased. So start working on that Imperial TIE Bomber, work on that Imperial TIE Fighter. Like, you are getting very close to Executor. And so finishing out your second GL, that'll give you a defensive Galactic Legend and offensive Galactic Legend. And then also your get yourself an Executor, which will also help fill out your fleets. You have Bomber Dunwall, just not activated. Sweet. Yeah, so Executors definitely, I would probably go, because of your Razor Crest shards, I would probably go First Order, try and finish that, and then head straight into Executor. Please start farming the Enchilada as soon as possible, though. And also consider farming a TIE Defender. TIE Defender is going to be very helpful for you. Because if you have the Executor, and SLKR, you should always have a First Order fleet, an Empire fleet, and an Executor fleet. So, and then after that, I mean, this is way down the road. I'm assuming that'll take you most of 2024 to do all of that. Could be wrong, though. You could spend a lot of money, or you could just have some amazing drop rates or something. After all of that, JML is definitely going to be your next bet, just because of, what you purchased plus what you're using. Make sure you're not sleeping on whatever characters you do have. So, like, yeah, you have the Krex, so you're not sleeping on Krex, which is great. But yeah, and like you have a CLS going to try and get through the Jedi Knight Luke event. Make sure you relic your Han and Chewie as well. Also, especially because you don't have SLKR quite yet, and those 2 will help you in Proving Grounds to do quite a bit of this stuff, even before you get Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Yeah. hopefully that answers your questions a bit. You know, what you should do next. That would be my suggestion. I did want to check your mods real quick. 303, not bad for Resistance Hero Finn. I would like to see him a bit faster, but that is solid. Let's see if there's a mod fall off. CLS, you're going to want... Oh, that's probably pulled off for an event, so I'm not going to complain too much. So I'm going to assume that was a 8-speed, double roll. And so, yeah, there's quite a bit of a mod fall off. If you need help with mods, go check out my videos. They'll help a lot. But you do need to work on your mods a little bit. Voltage, CLS should always be offense, especially nowadays because Savage Press can solo CLS on defense. And so I 100% use CLS as an offensive team. It can also just counter so much, and, you know, tactical two-shot things, like it can clean up Galactic Legends and stuff, so CLS is just a fantastic offense team. Yeah, no problem. Okay, so, yeah. There you go, the GOAT. Hopefully that helps with your ult problems, helps with, you know, where you should go next. You know. Mods and ships, always going to be the death of you. Dude, honestly, once you get that Executor, though, it makes life so easy. Enchilada and Executor, just having an Executor and having the counter for Executor, like, puts you in a Rhodium immediately, basically. Ugh, well, sorry, Forlorn, Voltage, Revenant Madness, and Alec. I'm going to call it there. My throat is literally killing me at this point. But, heck yeah, dank ideals. That's what I like to hear. Exothermic, 5 stars, because it's the part that's viable. Here, I'll show you real quick. Then Lightspeed Metals came out. So shifted hard. Fair enough. Fair enough, the GOAT. Is this my account? No, this is your account. Let me go to my account so I can pull it up. Oh, my throat is killing me, dude. One of these days I will get used to streaming with you guys, and then I won't have to, you know, give up on you guys after a little bit. But I'm just, you know, this kind of exploded overnight, and so I'm not used to this. Okay, where is he? Where's my enchilada? There's my enchilada. So the part that's so important with this Tie Echelon, the moment that it becomes like really good, is 5 stars is where you start being able to have enough health and protection to keep the ship alive for a while. But more importantly, this right here. Tie Echelon gains 30% protection up for 2 turns. All other first order allies gain stealth for 1 turn. For the rest of the encounter, whenever another first order ally stealth expires, gain taunt for 1 turn. So all others gain stealth for 1 turn. And the finalizer, I want to say it's right here, have their reinforcement abilities activated at the beginning of the battle, which means that immediately your allies go under stealth, and so he's already tanking for you, and so the Executor can't target anyone else off of Razor Crest, and just goes all in on the enchilada, and so you don't lose any of your turn meter or anything, and you can kind of keep going from there. And so 5 stars is where you start to get viability out of the enchilada. Ugh. But yeah. Anyways, you guys have a wonderful night. I appreciate the well wishes, and Happy New Year's to all of you. It's good to see you guys. I feel like I haven't seen you since last year. I gotta get my token stupid joke in there. And thank you guys for being damn dope. And I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you catch the stream on Wednesday. We'll be doing Grand Arena, attacking first and asserting dominance. And we will, of the year, exactly, the entire year. It can't change. It's not the fact that it's just the first day or anything. But we'll be doing Grand Arena as well as some more roster reviews. So those of you who missed today, hit me up on Wednesday on my Discord channel. You can check in the stream channel for the stream notifications. Or not notifications, but schedule. Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys in the next